Yeah, at one point I was living in Elmira, and I think 5 people were living in that house. It was me, Cut, Rembrandt,
Yep. Drew,
Kyle.
I don't think I remember.
Kyle Ryan. He's the tall, skinny kid who played guitar.
Yeah.
And oh fuck, what was his name? A guy named Nate who was from Texas.
Yeah, I remember.
You remember Nate?
I remember.
Fucking
Nate.
Goofball.
Dude that was always dressed in fucking suits and shit.
Yeah, because he was a salesman. He was a fucking furniture salesman.
What were we just talking about?
And dude, that guy was something else. He would fucking. That guy made so much more money than the rest of us, but he would blow through every dime by fucking. He'd get paid on Friday. By Monday, he'd be trying to borrow money from me or Cut. And I was like, he would try to borrow money from me, and I would be like, bro, I barely have enough money for food right now. Like, you need to fucking bark up another fucking tree, dog. Like, that is not. I just can't support another person. Like,
dude, the suits, man. That's all I ever used to call him, a suit.
Yeah, well, he had to wear that shit for fucking work just because he was a
sell?
salesman. He sold furniture. He sold furniture at Ashley Furniture.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I could see that in him, dude. He just looked like somebody that wanted to sell me a couch but couldn't because he wasn't at work.
Well, I guess the thing is, he was really good at it at first. At least he seemed like he was really good at it, you know. But then, like. So his cousin was like the manager over there,
right?
And I don't understand how it works, like how like their sales positions work, and how this could have correlated with anything. But as soon as his cousin lost the job, his sales tanked.
Oh shit!
So I assume like I said, I don't understand how it works, but I assume that his cousin being the manager had something to do with how great he was doing as a salesman.
Oh, probably, dude.
Like I don't know if his I think because his cousin was the manager, he had to he couldn't get any of his own sales, so he was transferring all of his sales over to Nate or what? Like that's my guess. Because when he first moved in, he was like, "I'm number one." Literally, like every fucking month, he was the number one salesman. And then the second his cousin was gone, he was down to being the worst salesman and not making his fucking quotas and shit. Well, and he wasn't supposed to Nobody was supposed to know that was his cousin. That was the manager.
Oh, everybody probably fucking knew, dude.
No, I guess not.
Oh, for real?
Because there was a guy that lived across the street from us that he worked with. I can't remember the dude's name. I think Tyler, maybe. Who after Tyler ended up having to leave, it was all over a girl. Like the manager dude, his cousin was like, I guess he wanted to hook up with this girl that started working there, but then this Tyler dude started hooking up with her, and after like corporate found out about it, they just fired both of them. And it was like he came over to our house. The Tyler dude came over to our house and was like, he wasn't upset or anything, but he's like, I knew you were fucking related to that guy. Like he didn't even tell anybody. Like he didn't even tell because him and Tyler were really good friends.
Right. And
he's just like, I knew you were fucking related to that dude. So it was like he kept it secret from fucking everybody. But I feel like that's got to be where his sales were coming from.
Oh hell yeah, man! It had to give him some kind of stroke.
Yeah,
you know. I mean, you can't. Yeah, I guess, man. Like, I mean, if you were my cousin, I'd be looking out for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think they were scratching each other's back somehow. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he was probably like, I feel like this cousin was probably giving him a bunch of sales, but then when he got his paycheck, he tossed his cousin a couple $100 here and there.
Sins of the cousin, bro.
Yeah. But that dude was a fucking trip, man. One of the grossest people I've ever met.
Word.
He was feeding the mice in our house, in our apartment. I'm like trying to get rid of them, and then I go into his room. He's telling me about how he's fucking. He had like a whole fucking pizza, and he would just like throw full pieces of pizza on the floor near the hole where the fucking mice were living, and then just sit there and watch as they tried to like drag the pizza into the hole and shit. He was disgusting. I've never seen anybody eat that much either. He would order like 3 pizzas and like a bunch of appetizers and stuff, and then try to eat all of it himself in one sitting. I've never seen anything like it.
I remember going there and getting weed and fucking going in.
Oh, speaking of weed, I gotta go get my bowl.
Oh, word. Stay calm, ladies and gentlemen. Scruff is getting said weed. shit, dude. Everybody has fucking COVID.
Yeah, it's making its rounds again. There's a couple of guys up at Lowe's that had COVID too.
Oh, for real? I ain't scared.
Yeah, like I said, I already had it. I had it fucking only like 2 months ago, so I'm not that worried about it.
I welcome that shit.
I wanted to get it from the beginning. I was just like, I don't want to sit here and be afraid of getting sick for a year. Like, just let me get sick, then I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Exactly, dude. Like, when people started having COVID at work, I started fucking, like, going up to people, like, cough on me.
Yeah.
They thought I was joking. I was like, no, I'm fucking serious. Just give it to me.
Yeah, just let me get it over with.
Because now I feel like, dude, like, I've been without it for so long. I feel like when I get it, I'm going to be fucking destroyed.
That's what I thought too, but it still wasn't that bad because the variants apparently aren't as bad as what they were when they started. Like the new variants are all like a little bit
COVID 25. Here it comes, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, and now there's like COVID Omicron 2.596 and shit like that.
Shit.
And it's like, what do you? They keep coming up with a new name and stuff for it. It's like, are you just trying to scare us or something? What's going on here?
Could you imagine being in a COVID group chat? What kind of COVID you got? I got COVID 5.76. That's that real shit, bro. You ain't lived until you had COVID 5.76.
I think I just singed my hair.
I've done that shit before, bro. I burnt my whole fucking eyebrow off.
It's a little bit plugged. Yeah, I fucking right from the get-go, I was like, come on, just let me get it. Like I don't need to fucking be worried about getting sick. I'm young enough. It's supposed to be okay, like not fuck me up too bad.
Right.
When they started saying that it would like heavier affect fat people, I was a little bit worried. But then after a while, I was like, you know what? I don't get sick. Like right. I the most I ever get is like a head cold, like a little bit like sniffles here and there. You know, like I don't ever get sick. So I was like, you know what? I mean, I guess my immune system's all right. I don't know. Like, hey, what am I supposed to do?
Nah, dude. You got a good immune system. You got a good immune system. Like I said, man, I've been around like fucking 4 sets of people that have had COVID and still haven't gotten it yet. So we just got that youth, son.
Yeah, you 30 yet? You 31 now?
I am fucking 30.
Yeah?
Yes.
Same here, 31, dude.
Oh, man. How's it feel?
I guess the same as a 29
right,
did,
dude?
You know?
Like, I didn't really feel a difference. I really feel like I haven't felt a difference since I turned 21. And the only reason I felt a difference when I turned 21 is because we went to Atlantic City.
Right.
Had that not happened, that would have blown by. Like, I didn't even notice it, dude. Like,
yeah, because we were all pretty heavy drinkers at that point anyway. So it wasn't like it was like this new thing of like going to the bar and getting drunk.
We just had a whole weekend in a fucking city that we weren't familiar with that we could just fucking party all weekend long.
Yeah, fucking ended up in brothels and shit.
Yeah. That we couldn't pay for.
Yeah. You and Jordan almost got kicked out of because she couldn't read her fucking driver's license.
Dude, I'm glad we couldn't pay for that because...
Didn't need to.
No.
Remember that guy got upset because he was going to get a cut of whatever the fuck we paid?
Dude, he hated us, man. I really thought we were going to get shot after that.
Yeah, because he walked right across the street to a fucking porch full of people and was just talking shit the whole time. Like, these motherfuckers ripped me off and stuff. And we're just like, all right, we got to get the fuck out of here.
Nate was already gone.
Yeah, Nate ran away.
Yeah, dude.
He fucking took off.
You guys are fucking stupid, which we were.
Yeah.
But
I accept
that. How many times you get to go to Atlantic City being legal for the first time? Once. We made that shit worth it, man.
Yeah, and then just went to a strip club.
Yeah. Went to a fucking strip club.
I remember talking to those fucking guys from Yale.
Yeah, the ones that got us pizza.
Yeah, they gave us beer.
Yeah.
Asked us if we wanted Coke.
Yeah. Fucking 6 o'clock in the morning.
No, I'm good on the Coke, man. Thanks.
Oh, man. Dude, I remember.
You're wearing fucking straight up 3-piece suits talking about how they're fucking Yale graduates, but they were drinking Natty Ice.
Yeah, and making veggie pizzas. Even though that pizza was actually pretty bomb. That was good. And then we went swimming.
Yeah, fucking like 6 o'clock in the morning.
And you lost your glasses.
I sure did. I fucking sure did. Had to spend most of our fucking week in Atlantic City blind as a fucking bat.
Yeah, dude.
Y'all are checking out girls like, oh, look at that one over there. And I'm like, yeah, I guess she's all right.
She looks kind of strange to me.
Why is she all like blurry and blotchy and shit?
I don't
push
like
that ashtray over here.
Her skin looks strange. Why she
Yeah, I
got
don't
so
like-
many blotches.
Yeah, I don't like the way her skin kind of forms with the background of the building that she's standing in front of.
Oh, man.
It's really odd. Guys, I think that's just a picture that somebody painted on the building.
Dude, that was honestly one of the first times I should have known I had a problem.
Why do you say that? I can't.
The first night we were there, dude, like, Well, I got lost outside of the hotel room. I was standing at the fucking gate of the hotel room on the opposite side thinking that I was going to get in, and I didn't know how to get in. All I had to do was fucking just walk around the corner.
Remember all the prostitutes out in front of the hotel?
Yeah, dude, the one fucking black prostitute in the red dress talked to me.
Yeah, she straight up grabbed my dick.
Word?
Yeah, I guess she did Kenny too.
Oh, shit.
She was just straight up like, I'll show you a good time.
Dude, Kenny probably fucking went back.
I wouldn't be surprised. We couldn't find him for a very long time.
Yeah, apparently
at one point.
he was looking for Zeus.
Looking for Zeus at the Trump Taj Mahal.
We never found Zeus.
Yeah, never found cocaine either.
No, we didn't.
Except for those guys from Yale. It's so funny that Kenny disappeared looking for cocaine, and I just stumbled across cocaine on
Dude,
some,
it was
with
so
some guys in suits.
It was so easy to find, man. He went looking for fucking Zeus for it. We didn't even have to look for weed, man.
Yeah, remember that we walked past those kids?
Yeah.
One guy was just like, "Bud, want bud?"
Yeah,
Is that what he said? Something like that.
Yeah, he's like,
and
"Bud."
we all just stopped and looked at each other, and then turned and looked at him, and he had stopped, and he was looking back at us, and we were just like, "Did you just say that?" And he's like, "Yeah."
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we would like some bud, dude. Like, it was amazing to me how easy it was for that transaction to happen in the middle of a fucking square.
We had been on the boardwalk for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, not even 10 minutes. Just walking down the boardwalk. Nobody's even really talking about weed or thinking about weed. And just these guys just walk by like, we got weed.
Yeah,
like,
right?
okay.
And that's the thing. Is like, we were lucky we were such stoners because we knew what it meant. I'm sure they said that to a bunch of older people. They were just like, haha, he's my bud. You know?
Yeah.
But instead, we were on that shit.
You gotta respect the hustle, man, because you
Fucking
know that
dude,
kid is just down there every day with that backpack full of fucking drugs, just walking back and forth on the fucking boardwalk, looking for fucking kids like us.
Hell
like,
yeah.
I bet you this guy wants some fucking pot. Let's just go walk past him. We'll say something.
Fucking A, dude.
That's like his fucking job.
Watch him grow up to be a fucking successful rapper now. He's gonna be fucking rapping about selling on the streets of Atlantic City.
You still rapping?
As a matter of fact, I just made a song.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
You record it and everything?
I did.
Fuck yeah, dude. You learn how to use your recording equipment and shit?
Not as well as I'd like.
No, it's hard.
It is, dude.
It's hard.
Because I feel like I'm so comfortable with it from rapping before that I'm just like, yeah, whatever. You know? Like, it could sound rough here and there, and I won't have a problem with it. Now, if I actually gave a fuck about it, I'd go through the mixing process and all that, but...
Yeah, you're just doing it for fun right
yeah,
now,
dude.
right?
Yeah, it's just... It keeps me in the groove of still doing music.
And just being creative, you know?
Dude.
Like, I think that's what I liked about being a stagehand, was I could kind of... I mean, obviously, I'm expressing my own creativity through somebody else's creativity a lot of times, but it's still like I'm in that creative world, and I still feel like I'm exercising my own creativity. But then, like, working at Lowe's, there's nothing creative about that shit.
No, dude. I feel
Which, this is the first time on the podcast. Yeah, I used to work at Lowe's.
That's right.
I wouldn't talk about it before because it's such a big corporation. I was like, I don't even want... Like, if anybody hunts down my fucking online footprint and sees...
He works at Lowe's.
Some of the fucking radical shit I've said on here.
Word.
Like I'd rather just leave it alone. But now that I don't work there anymore, fuck Lowe's.
Yeah,
don't ever
dude.
get a job at that fucking shithole.
Don't suggest it. You know what's fucked up though, man? It's like you can't even say anything anymore because everything's so everybody's so fucking sensitive.
Yeah.
We live in a very sensitive world.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I feel like if something that somebody says, like just the words that somebody's using is really affecting you that much, that's like one of those situations where you should like sit back and reflect on how good your life is.
Absolutely.
That like words hurt you. Like clearly you haven't been hurt like emotionally or physically very much if words are going to hurt you.
Right, dude. Yeah, you definitely got to reflect and look within for sure, and that's what a lot of people don't do anymore, you know. They look first to point fingers, look within second. If that even comes at all.
And it's like a big online thing too. I wish people would just stop taking anything online seriously. You know, like I wish that people would just like step back and be like, all right, online just does not matter regardless. No matter what, it just does not matter. But now like people like there's people that have like breakdowns over shit that people say to them online and stuff, and it's like, dude, fuck those people.
Exactly, dude.
You'll never see them again. You'll never see them in real life, and when you do, they aren't going to say the shit that they're already saying, so why do you care?
And another thing about it, too, man, is like if you have social media accounts and stuff like that, you're not filling your social media accounts with anybody that isn't a yes man to you. You know what I'm saying? Or your friend in some way. So more than likely, they're always going to agree with you, so you're always going to get a biased, you know...
My social media is mostly OnlyFans girls shaking their titties. That's what I use social media for.
Like I was saying, man. Like I was saying. You either use it right or you use it wrong.
Hey, you usually use it wrong or you use it the way that I use it.
Pimping ain't easy. The Scruff's got it down.
Yeah, like I don't even post anything on social media and shit. It's just not even. I don't know.
I
don't feel any reason to. I don't think politicians should either.
Exactly, dude. But that's the only reason why you would honestly need like anything like that is to boast your opinion and have other people fucking praise you for it.
Yeah, and you could use it to promote your shit. Like Kristen has I'll shout it out right now. Our Instagram, Everybody Podcasts Instagram. Check it out. Yeah, she runs that and stuff, and I think it's really cool that we have that. And it's definitely really important if you want to get more popular. If we want to get more than the fucking 12 listeners that we usually get.
Right.
But yeah, I get it for that, but just living your life on there just seems stupid to me.
Right. Nobody wants to know about the sandwich you just made.
Yeah.
I make sandwiches.
Yeah, like, nobody wants to know about your fucking problems either.
No,
like,
man, it's not a therapy session. And that's unfortunately what it's become now.
Yeah,
It's a big fucking Dr. Phil.
Well, people feel like
Jerry
they're being
Springer show.
Yeah, people feel like they're being listened to on there now, and I mean, I guess they are, but I don't know. It's stupid. It's so like just the internet in general is just such a pain in the ass to me. Like,
yeah, dude. Well, like I said about opinions, man, you know, you get a lot of people that get really fucking bold because they're not going to face the repercussions of what they say.
Yeah.
There is no consequences of your actions anymore.
Speaking of consequences of actions, did you see the video of Mike Tyson beating the fuck out of that guy on the airplane?
Yeah, dude.
It just happened like the other day.
He deserved it, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Why, of all people, would you fuck with Mike Tyson?
Oh, yeah, dude. Like, how do you not realize that that's what's going to happen?
Like, I could see somebody fucking with Jake Paul, maybe.
And I feel like the thing is, Jake Paul's the type of guy that's probably going to keep his cool and not do that. Mike Tyson's not that. Like, that's not Mike Tyson. This is the, I'm going to eat your babies, bitch, Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Like, this is the
I'm going to fuck you in the ass after the fight, Mike Tyson.
Yeah, the
went
fucking,
on a rant about that shit.
The fucking, no, I didn't rape the bitch, but now I wish I did. Yeah. That's the guy you're fucking with right now. Like, that's the guy that you're fucking harassing on an airplane right now.
You're harassing a fucking former heavyweight champion of the world who's got a fucking tattoo on his face. How stupid are you?
This dude has fucking tigers for pets, dog.
Right, dude.
He's gonna fuck your world up.
This dude knocked out Zach Galifianakis, bro. That says a few things. Says a few things about himself, man. You don't just walk up to the host of Between Two Ferns and knock him out. He did it. Nah, man, that was, and that's the thing too, is media today is going to make that a Mike Tyson problem. They're not going to point to the fact that he was harassed to do that, They're just going to point to the fact that, Mike Tyson is Mike Tyson, so he shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, there's no clout in calling there's no clout in calling that guy a douchebag. There's clout in calling Mike Tyson a bad person.
Right, because of his past as well, you know what I mean? He already went to jail and shit like that, It's bullshit, man. Nobody can really stick up for themselves anymore because, there's so much over-opinionated people in this world anymore. Yeah, well, it's going to turn into something it's not.
And I mean, Mike Tyson said it best about the internet. What do you say? He said, the problem with the internet is it's convinced people that they can run their mouths and not get the shit kicked out of them. I'm paraphrasing because I don't know the exact quote, but like they can run their mouths and not realize that they can get punched in the mouth for it.
Yeah, dude. Mike Tyson has some badass quotes.
Dude, I wish I wish that we lived in a world where just. I mean, I guess it's okay in Washington to, what's it called? Mutual combat. If fucking police show up and two guys are getting in it in Washington, the police can be like, well, they try to talk you out of it. But if the two guys are like, yeah, I want to fight him. Like, the one guy's like, I want to fight him. And the other guy's like, yeah, I want to fight him too. The police, it's not illegal. The police are just going to be there to make sure nobody dies.
Whoa,
like they'll legitimately be like, all right, it's a mutual combat law. They just step back and the two guys can duke it out.
Why the fuck is that not legal throughout the whole entire U.S., man?
I think it should be a thing. I think that's just how it should be.
Legal combat would be awesome,
and it would keep people in check. I think
absolutely. Well, I don't know. Maybe it would escalate, but I kind of feel like it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I feel like it would de-escalate weapons and shit like that.
Yeah, and I feel like we live in a nation that is like so afraid of getting punched in the face. And as two people that I know have gotten punched in the face more than once,
yes,
it's not that bad.
It really isn't, man. You get over it pretty quickly.
Yeah, almost right away.
Yeah.
Like, literally almost right away. You're like, all right, I guess that kind of hurt a little bit, but whatever. Yeah. Like, that's it.
And then you start rethinking everything,
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Yeah.
I mean, I've gotten, like, some of the worst consequences. I got a detached retina from fucking getting punched in the face. So, like, even then, I'm like, you know what? It's not, whatever. Like, why? I don't understand why everybody's so afraid of it now. Like, people don't want to, like, people are scared to get in fights now. Like, they are scared of confrontation.
Yeah, they fear confrontation, dude. Exactly. And that's the thing, too. Like, they're willing to start the steps that it takes to get to the confrontation. Until the confrontation comes to something that it is, and then they're all like, okay, no, never mind.
Well, people are more than willing to be verbally confrontational.
Right.
Like, they're more than willing to talk shit.
Yeah, but running your mouth is easy.
But nobody is willing to accept the consequences of that shit.
No.
Like, nobody's willing to be like, well, I ran my mouth and then I got punched in the face. That seems like, I mean, to me, that's A-B. Like, that's give and take right there. Sometimes you run your mouth, and sometimes it ends with you getting punched in the mouth. That's just
poetic
what happens.
Justice right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. And today, you punch somebody in the mouth, you're going to get sent to jail.
Yeah, and I think that's a little fucked up. I think that it's not keeping people in line like it should be. People should fully understand that if they run their mouth, they run the possibility of getting punched in the face. And this is coming from somebody that would never punch somebody in the face for talking shit. I don't care if people talk shit. Like, run your mouth to me. I don't care. Like, it doesn't bother me even if I hate you. It doesn't bother me. It never really has. But I'm also, like, intelligent enough to accept that if I run my mouth about somebody,
you're going to have to do something about it.
Yeah, they may end up punching me in the face.
Right.
I'm not going to be like, well, I can't believe they punched me in the face. I'd be like, yeah, I guess I shouldn't have said that.
Right.
Or at least not in their earshot.
Like, you know enough to just not go to certain places with people. That's the thing.
You got to learn that. Sometimes you got to learn that about specific people. Sometimes you got to learn it, like, in a broad sense of, like, oh, nobody likes it when I go there,
Well, man, I don't feel like we grew up in a different age. I just feel like we grew up in a different way.
Right.
To where we We see things that way. A lot of people today, like, I mean, my own fucking kids, honestly, dude. Like, I worry about the way they're growing up.
Yeah. It's weird, like, it's weird the way that they're teaching kids now.
Yeah.
I feel like they're putting way too much, they're taking too much reliance off of the parents and putting way too much on
technology
and teachers in general. Like,
Yep.
just people, anybody that's anything and anybody that's not a parent.
Yep.
Like, so much of it should fall on the parents, but I feel like a little bit is getting taken away year after year. Like, a little bit of the parents' parental control is just getting taken away.
Little by little, man. And that's, like, my daughter's in freaking kindergarten, man. I barely see her come home and say, oh, can you help me with homework? She don't need it. It's crazy, man.
Well, yeah, and does they have homework in kindergarten? I don't think I ever had homework in kindergarten.
Shapes and numbers and stuff.
Yeah.
She shows me the papers, but they're already done.
Yeah. Yeah, sounds like she's smart then.
Oh, yeah, dude.
She do good in school and shit?
Hell yeah. Hates it.
Yeah.
And
Already?
That's a really freaking awkward conversation to have. Because I hated school my whole entire life, so I can't really, like, be like, school's great. It's not. It sucks, but I try to keep her motivated. I'm just like, yeah, I got through school. Look at me.
Yeah, it's like you can't be like, you can't just outright be like, yeah, I hated it too, because then it's gonna give her an excuse to not care. You know, you want her to give a shit a little bit at least. You know,
right? No, once I start talking to her, then she's like, oh yeah, with my friends and stuff. Well, hold on to that.
Yeah, well, that's what becomes the good part of school is just the people that you hang out with.
Yeah, dude.
You know, all the in between, like all the fucking classes and dealing with the teachers is like the fucking bullshit. The best parts are in between classes and shit.
Hell yeah, dude. You think about all the relationships we've made just from school.
Dude, all the people that I don't even see anymore, you know?
It's insane, dude. And, you know, we learned a lot from school.
You ever just hear about somebody now that you're just like, I forgot that guy existed.
Yes.
I forgot that girl existed.
You know who I saw today?
Who?
Brian Gates.
Really?
You remember Brian Gates?
Yeah, I remember Brian Gates. The specific memory I have of Brian Gates is him and David got into a fight. Do you remember that?
Yeah, dude, in middle school.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I think it was me and Wes were walking out, walking out the door as Brian was walking in after the fight, and he just had blood all over his face and shit.
Yeah, dude.
That's like the image. Whenever somebody says Brian Gates, that's the first image that pops in my head. It's him just holding his nose and just blood all over his face and shit.
I forgot all about that, but I remember that happening.
Because I remember it being like a weird thing where we walked past and I was like, what the fuck was that? And Wes was like, I think he's covered in blood. And I was like, nah, that wasn't blood. Was that blood?
Did we have hot dogs today? Ketchup, man. Yeah, dude, I remember that.
Well, where'd you see him at?
Dandy. I was getting gas.
Yeah? The one in Troy?
Yeah.
Did you talk to him?
No.
Yeah.
No, because he ran in. I didn't want to bother him, but
dude,
it's still weird, man.
Yeah. Dude, when I see people that I went to school with, the last thing I want to ever do is talk to them most of the time. Most of the time, I'm just like, dude, please don't recognize me. Or if you recognize me, have that same mutual feeling that I have of just like, what's up? And that's it. Like, let's just move on with our
Leave it at that, man. We don't have anything to talk about.
Yeah, I just have this attitude of like, I haven't talked to you in the past 15 years. There's got to be a reason for that. Yeah. Let's just keep it at that.
Like, you recognize my face, I recognize your face. We could recognize each other's faces, and that's it. Peace. Yeah, dude, I run into a lot of fucking, like, jocks and shit.
Yeah.
All the time, like in Canton and Troy. I don't want to fucking talk to them. I never got along with them.
Do you live in Canton?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know you lived so far away.
Yeah, dude. It's really not that bad in Canton, dude. It's actually pretty nice. I'd rather live in Canton.
Put that a little closer to your mouth.
I would rather live in Canton than Troy.
You think?
Yeah, easily.
I always thought Canton was such a shithole.
No,
I've always talked so much shit about Canton. Even too, Brad, because Brad lived there for such a long time, and we just would talk shit about the town together. Like, just, this town sucks.
Where he lived kind of does suck.
Yeah, at the other end of it.
Yeah. Where I live is not that bad, man. It's like up out of town. I can still see town from where I live.
Yeah.
But it's up out of town, so it's not that bad. It's up on a hill.
Do you guys have your own house, or you live in an apartment?
We rent a trailer.
Okay. But yeah, there's no like neighbors attached to you or anything like that.
No. Thank God.
Are you in a trailer park?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of not really. There's a trailer right under us.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, for the most part, it's pretty freaking nice there.
Yeah.
But Troy just offered too many problems for me.
Right. Too many shitty people.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's that too. You know?
Yeah, I never go that deep into Pennsylvania very often.
Word.
You know? Like, I usually am up in Elmira most of the time because I'm right on the border.
Well, you lived there for a while too, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit you know there.
Yeah, I'm used to Elmira. More used to Elmira than I am Troy now, you know?
Right. Well, you started on your own in Elmira. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And it was just
That's where-
me living there for a while.
Yeah.
Like, for months. I think I lived there longer alone than I did with anybody else
Yeah.
before fucking Cut moved in.
And then Drew moved in, right?
Well, Cut and Kyle moved in first, and they were there for a while. I don't think, come to think of it, I don't think Drew moved in until after Ryan left. Kyle left. His last name was Ryan.
Kyle.
Kyle Ryan.
Kyle Ryan.
Yeah,
it's 2 first names. You can flip them both ways.
well, Drew did move in there because me and Drew painted my parents' house when he moved out. Because the way Kyle moved out was he tried moving out without telling me. And, he knew he knew me and Drew were going to my parents' house to paint it. And he tried getting out. Like, it was literally, like, as soon as we left, he, like, called his fucking grandma. Was like, come over. I need to get my shit out of here now. Like, he wanted to, like, be out of there before I came back. And, like, as I came back, he was carrying some stuff down the stairs and put him in his grandma's car.
Trying to sneak
And I was just like, are you moving out? And he just goes, no, I'm just moving some stuff out. And I was like, okay. And then he left. And then fucking Steven came home, and I was like, I think Kyle's moving out. And Steven was like, he already moved out. Like, today he was moving out. And I was like, okay. Like, I looked at Drew, and I was like, he said he wasn't moving out, right? Like, did I imagine that? And Drew's like, no, he definitely said that he wasn't moving out. And then he literally just never came back after that. He sent his mom and her boyfriend over to pick up the rest of his shit because he didn't want to move the rest of his shit out while I was there.
Afraid of confrontation, man.
But there wouldn't have been any confrontation. I didn't care. Right. If he wanted to move out, he could have just moved out. I didn't give a fuck. I wanted the money that he owed me, but I wasn't going to fight him over it. I just asked him every day, like, you got that money yet? You got that money yet? I think he just got tired of me asking for it.
Word.
It wasn't like I was going to beat him up for the money or not let him leave for the money. I don't know. But he sent his mom and her boyfriend over, and her boyfriend came in, like, puffing his chest out, like, acting all tough and stuff. And I was just like, yeah, his stuff's upstairs. Take it all. And her boyfriend was just like, I came over here because I just started talking to him, smoked a bowl with him, and we were just bullshitting. And he was like, honestly, dude, I came over here thinking I was going to have to fight you. I was like, why? He's like, because Kyle said that you wouldn't let him have his stuff and that he was afraid to go over there and get his stuff. And I was just like, what? Like, no, if he wants to move out, tell him to he can move the fuck out. I don't care. Like, I never cared.
As a matter of fact, I support it.
Yeah, if he's not, like, that's kind of what I said. Like, if he's not going to pay rent, I would rather he moved out. Like, I'm not going to hold his shit. I'm not going to try and keep his shit. I don't care about his shit. Like, there's shit here. I told him, I was like, dude, there's so many people here and there's so much shit here already. I don't care about the money. I just want his shit out. Like, I don't need more shit here that I'm not going to use and it's just going to take up space. So I just want his shit the fuck out of my house. If he's not going to be here, just get his shit out, you know?
Afraid of confrontation and you make up a fucking story to get you out of it, man.
Yep.
Or make somebody else face the confrontation part for you.
Yeah, and then get this. His fucking mom and her boyfriend ended up stealing money from Steven while they were there. I was sitting there smoking a bowl with him. Steven left a fucking wad of money sitting on the table. He owed it to somebody else. And he just left it sitting there, and he's like, hey, make sure that when that guy gets here, he gets his money. And I was like, yeah, whatever, no problem. But I didn't touch it. I was like, all right, it's there. That's where it is.
Right.
And then they came in, and, like, I completely forgotten about it. And we just started smoking and shit. And eventually they got the stuff that Kyle wanted out of the house. And then, like, I looked over, I saw that money there, and I was like, oh, shit. And I went and counted it, and there was, like, $100 missing out of it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and I had to call Steven. He was like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to tell you, but it's fucking gone. And then he had to call the dude, and the dude comes over to my house and is fucking, like, this dude is because he met the dude through me.
Oh, word.
And he was just like, dude, you fucking, he's like, he's not fucking me, is he? And I kept telling him, I was like, dude, it was me. Like, I'm the one that fucked up.
Right.
Like, I'm telling you, like, Steven isn't trying to rip you off or anything. Like, I told him exactly what happened. I was like, these guys came over to get this other guy's stuff, and Steven just left the money sitting out, and I left the money sitting out, and I completely forgot about it, and while they were here, they must have taken it.
Right.
And he was just like, I think, he was worried. He's like, I think Steven's fucking me. And I was like, he's not. It sucks. I'm sorry. Like, it was, all of us just got fucked over right now, is what happened.
Dude, you can never trust anybody, man.
Especially, like, that was when I was at that age, like early 20s, where I was like, this is my friend's mom. No way is she going to steal from me. You know, it was like right at that cusp of realizing that adults are just the same as kids. Right. You know, like...
You give somebody an inch, they'll take a mile, man. That's with anything, though, anymore, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I never imagined that one of my friends' moms was gonna fucking steal from me. Like, I just, that concept had never crossed my mind at that point. Because most of my friends' parents are cool, you know? Brad and Chad's parents, they would never steal from me.
Yeah.
My parents would never steal from me. Like, yeah. It's like Jordan's parents would never steal from me. Right. Like, at that point, I had never come across somebody who had just a fucking shitty mom.
The only time Lynn would, I think, would be when he was fucked up and didn't know that he did it.
I don't even think he'd do it then.
Probably not.
Like, I don't even
he'd probably
think he'd
pick it
up
then. And be like, whose is this?
Yeah.
I can't see Brad and Chad's mom doing anything. Or Dad.
Nah, they wouldn't. They aren't going to fucking do that.
No,
I don't know. We had the benefit of growing up with, like, friends with good parents, you know?
Yeah, we did.
Like that, I don't think everybody has that benefit.
No,
I think
dude.
Wes's mom wouldn't steal from me. Even fucking Josh and Rex's mom wouldn't steal from me, you know? Like, that was just the people that we were around.
Yeah, dude. We weren't around any really shit parents, dude. Most of the parents we were around were fucking awesome. You know?
Yeah.
Turned a blind eye to the bad shit we were doing.
Yeah.
Just, like, be responsible about it. We were for the most part, I think.
Yeah, I always slept rather than drive. That's not true. I drove drunk a lot.
Yeah.
I drove drunk way too much. It's why I don't really drink that much anymore.
Yeah, dude, I drove drunk pretty much every party I went to.
Yeah.
Every party I went. I don't think I ever, well, unless it was at Brad and Chad's house, then they spent the night.
Yeah.
But if it wasn't there, I was leaving.
I mean, we used to drink and drive to the fucking woods. To like Barkley Mountain and shit. just to wander around in the woods wasted.
Dude, we used to fucking drink and drive all the way to fucking Wheelers and get more.
Yeah.
And then fucking drive back to Jordan's house.
So that's really not that far, though.
No.
That's right down the road. It's right down the road from here.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude.
It was so easy to get in trouble when we didn't. That's what blew my mind.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really right there the reason why I don't drink it. Or, like, well, I do still drink sometimes. But the reason I don't drink like I used to is just watching, like, Brad and Wes all get DUIs and shit.
I got one.
Yeah. And just being like, and then they, like, just kind of coming to that realization of they didn't do anything different than I did.
Right.
They just got caught. Right. Yeah, you like with you, like I'm sure like I've done exactly what you did when you got caught. I just got lucky.
Right.
I was just lucky enough that there wasn't a cop there at the right time. You know what I mean? I crashed my Cavalier on Farmview Road one time and fucking ripped the transmission pan off of the bottom of it. If there was a cop anywhere near me, like that would have been it. Like I would have been right in fucking jail, but there wasn't. You know, like I just got lucky.
We were lucky enough too to know a lot of back roads.
Oh, yeah. I know all the back roads around here still.
That's what saved us, man.
Cops will be on the back roads, though.
Yeah.
We Josh, and Sherelle got fucking high on salvia one time off of a back road. This is a fucking back road off of a back road.
Right.
And we just literally just came down from our salvia trip, and a cop drove by. Stopped and talked to us and shit. And we're like, oh, we're just chilling because we're meeting somebody in Gillette, and we decided to park off of back road and hang out. And that's what we told him, and he was just like, oh, yeah, okay, I'm sure that's what you're doing. But he didn't have any probable cause to search us or anything. We didn't do anything wrong. He just got back in his car and drove away, and we're just like, holy fuck. If he came by like 2 minutes earlier, we would have been fucking tripping.
Close fucking calls, dude.
Yeah. We would have been fucking 3 people sitting in a car giggling like fucking retards, and he'd been like, all right, you guys are fucking coming with me.
Shit, man. I remember one time me, Chad, and Eric, Sylvia's son, we were all, I don't even know what the fuck we were doing, but we were drinking. We had a bottle of freaking Red Stag in the car, and we were smoking weed because we all just went and got weed.
Yeah.
We got pulled over. Me and Chad gave the fucking officer our weed.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, he found the freaking half bottle of freaking Red Stag, let that go.
Yeah.
Which was fucking insane.
Yeah, because weren't you guys underage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was 21.
Eric was probably underage.
Eric was underage.
Yeah.
He was the one that was underage, and he's the one that hid the fucking weed.
Yeah.
Me and Chad gave him our weed. You know, he searched the car, found a fucking Red Stag, and freaking Eric's like, oh, I don't know whose weed that is. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and then he's the only one that didn't get a fine, right?
Yep.
He's the only one that didn't get in trouble.
Right. And we fucking took the rap for it, so.
Did he ever help you guys pay for it or anything?
Fuck no, dude. I never saw any money from him.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, it's such a weird position that cops will put you in with weed, you know?
Yeah,
like
man.
it's like they might like it's so weird the power that they have, because they might, maybe they'll fucking give you a fine.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll arrest you. Maybe they'll do absolutely nothing.
Right.
You know?
All 3 things have happened to me.
Yeah, same here. Well,
Like-
I don't. Yeah, same here. I've gotten to UPM before.
Yeah.
Like it's so. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the police force.
Oh, dude.
Not a big fan.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started, dude.
They definitely don't do their job correctly, I don't think.
Now, did I deserve to get the DUI I got? Absolutely 100%. I was 30 seconds away from my house, though.
Oh, it's so close.
I was 30 seconds away from my house.
In the 80s, they would have just been like, go home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't want to deal with you right now.
Yeah.
But nah, man. I was 30 seconds away and fucking...
Did you get pulled over?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was swerving.
Yeah.
And I was fucking trashed, man.
Yeah.
Insanely trashed. And they got me out of the car. Then, of course, I just flipped the fuck out on them.
Yeah.
And I tried to break out of my handcuffs and everything. They're like, you're not the Hulk, blah. I remember that specifically. They kept telling me I wasn't the Hulk because I was like fucking screaming, trying to break the things.
Probably your fucking wrist probably hurt the next day.
Oh, dude, I had freaking bruises on my wrist for like a month and a half.
Dude.
Yeah, man, fucking. They took me to the Canton office in there, fucking handcuffed me to a bench.
Yeah.
And then Leanna had to come get me. And yeah, dude, it was just.
You're off probation now, though, right?
Yes. 2
That's
years.
pretty great.
2 fucking years, man.
How long have you been off?
I've been off since January.
Since January?
Yeah.
That's pretty sweet. Must feel good to be free of the system.
Dude, I advise anyone never get caught up in the system, dude.
Yeah.
They fucking rape you, man.
Yeah.
They rape you of every fucking thing. And every possibility of getting back into jail is like right there.
They want you to go to jail.
You slip up once.
It's like they want you to fucking fuck up, and they want to send you to jail.
Yeah, dude.
They don't care about you getting better. That's why I hate the system in general. Like not just police, but the entire prison system. Like it's set up. It's a profit system, so it's set up to put you in jail. That's what they want.
Right.
That's if they get you to go to jail, then they've done their job correctly.
Right. And the thing about it is, man, is like they'll take your license, all right? They'll suspend your license. You can't drive.
Yeah.
You got to keep a job to pay fines.
Right.
And you got to pay for classes and such, depending on what your charge was. You know, for me, I had to pay for freaking driving school, shit like that.
Yeah.
But I have to keep a job as well. And I have to go to freaking the fucking counseling thing that's for 3 hours, 3 days a week.
That's a lot, too.
Yeah. Now you tell me what employer is going to fucking keep you employed, understand your situation, so you have enough money to pay these fines, so you have enough money when you're done with probation to pay all the fucking fines you have after that.
Right.
Like, there's no fucking way, man. Once you're in the system, you're fucked unless you have the luck, I guess, man.
And now you don't have a driver's license, so now you got to figure out how to get to work.
You got to find people nice enough to deal with your shit for as long as you're on probation. That's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's not easy, you know? People have lives. And, yeah, man, once you're in the system, depending on what your charge is, man, just hope it's a fucking small one, because if you have a big one, you're pretty much fucked.
Yeah. Yeah, fucking Kyle, he just recently got out of jail. He was out of state prison. He was in prison for 5 years. He just showed up here one day.
Bradley?
Yeah. When I used to live with down in Columbia Crossroads.
Yeah, in the trailer park.
Yeah, he just showed up here one day. He was like, "What's up?" And I was just like, "Nothing. What's up with you?" And he's like, "I just got out of prison." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Hey.
He's like, "Yeah, man, I've been away for 5 years." Because I asked him, like, we were sitting down bullshitting, and I asked him about, like, like his relatives or one of his friends, and he just kept, it was a couple of things I asked him, and he just kept going, "I don't know, Cody, I've been in jail for 5 years." He's like, "I literally have been in jail for 5 years." And he got his, he's out on parole, and so he got his medical marijuana license so he could keep smoking. So they let him smoke, even if he failed the drug test and shit. He had the license, he was allowed to smoke. But I guess he got caught with too much weed, and I think he's back in prison now.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he just showed up at my house one day, and he's just like, "I got caught with a bunch of weed." I asked him, I was like, "Are you going back?" He's like, "I don't know, man." And he was like, "They pulled me over, and they arrested me that night, but they let me go the next day." And he's like, this was like the next day. And he's like, "I just stopped by. His sister was taking him somewhere, and she was waiting in the fucking parking lot, or in my driveway. And he was just like, "I just wanted to see if you had any weed. You could catch me a buzz for a little bit." And I smoked with him, and I haven't heard from him since.
Oh shit!
It's probably like 3 months ago. So I'm assuming they fucking sent him back to prison because he had too much. I guess he had like well over an ounce of weed on him, and I don't think you're allowed to have that much if you got the medical card.
Right. So you know it wasn't from the medical card.
No, he was. Yeah.
That's a fucking man.
Yep. But yeah, it was just so funny. He's just like, "I've been in prison." And I was like, "Really? I just haven't heard about you. Like, I haven't heard from you. I didn't know what was going on."
What the hell are they doing for 5 years, dude?
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Drugs?
he's had a couple different DUIs.
Oh, all right.
And I think that was like his third strike DUI. So they were like, "Oh, we're putting you away for a long time." I think he had a kid in the car too.
Oh, okay.
So I think he
reckless endangerment.
Yeah, I think he got reckless endangerment too. So they put him away. I mean, his sentence was longer than 5 years. They let him out on parole. But I think you're supposed to be on parole for like 5 years too, though.
Oh yeah, dude. With sentences like that, they have you on parole for a fucking while.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy, man. So many people that we went to school with are just like
been in and out of jail.
In and out of jail. Dead. Fucking a lot of people are dying. I guess that's just part of getting older, but fuck, man.
Well, most people die of natural causes.
Not really.
Yeah, you're right.
Most of the people that we went to school with, I was actually talking to Jordan about this the other day. Like, so many of the people we went to school with that have died since, it just hasn't been natural causes. Car accidents,
drug
overdoses.
Yep.
Like, that's it. Like, car accidents and drug overdoses is how everybody, or suicide.
Yeah.
You know?
Forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Can't leave that one out.
If anything, that's like the big one, you know?
That is the big one. Dude, it's so fucking, so much more common than I ever would have thought.
Yeah, now especially.
Yeah.
So many people are fucking, even people that I barely knew in high school, I hear about fucking killing themselves.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, damn, dude, was your life that hard? Like, fuck.
No, when you really think about the ones that did, from what I knew of them, I'm not saying that I knew them well, but from what I saw, it was just like, okay, that doesn't make much sense, but
yeah, it's weird sometimes.
It's crazy, man.
How did Levon die?
Drugs.
Was it drugs?
Yeah.
See, for some reason, I was thinking it might have been suicide. I wasn't sure.
Speculative,
right,
on that, but I mean, he was definitely on hard drugs.
Yeah, for sure.
I know that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, he was like doing like perk 30s last I knew and shit like that. So
I did some with him.
Yeah, usually the next step. Usually that's where Percocets draw the line. Is at 30.
Oh yeah, dude. That's might as well be heroin.
Yeah,
Lighter dose maybe. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like the next step is heroin.
yeah.
Like after the Perk 30s stop working for you, you got to find something else. There's only one other step. They don't make Perk 45s.
Well, that's the thing too, man. And that's another fucking instance of the system failing somebody.
What, the pharmaceutical companies?
Yeah, the VA.
Yeah.
You know?
The Veterans Association.
Yeah, man, they got him hooked on fucking perks.
Yeah, that was their solution to him
man.
having taken shrapnel.
Yeah.
Like,
That's their solution to having kidney problems. Here's some more fucking kidney problems. Like, what did they think that was going to do to his kidneys already, man? He was on a fucking bag and everything.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's crazy, man. Like, you can say there's an opioid epidemic all you want, man, but there's always gonna be. So you started it, you can't stop it now.
Yeah.
You got so many people fucking.
They just make more harder drugs. Like like it's like what. At what point do you draw the line with what the drugs that you're making?
Right.
You know, are Perk 30s not strong enough?
There should not be a fucking Perk 30. Dude, the only people that should be, like, doing Perk 30s are, like, cancer patients or, like, fucking
people
chronically
who are, like,
ill people.
Yeah, people who are, like, ready to die.
Yeah.
Like, that should be, like,
Right.
we're just making you comfortable drug.
You do not give somebody with back pain a Perk 30.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that, man?
You give them stretches, dude.
Right.
That's what I think. Like, look, fucking, you give them a prescription of yoga.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like... But fucking now they have fentanyl that's just fucking killing everybody, and it's like, how badly did you guys really need fentanyl?
Right.
Like Percocet wasn't enough. How badly did you really need fentanyl?
This is shit they give fucking pregnant women.
What, fentanyl?
When they're giving fucking birth, man, like a small ass fucking dose of fentanyl.
Yeah.
They're giving fucking birth, bro.
Bitches have been giving birth since the beginning of time. Why do we need drugs for it now? God damn it.
Right. But you're going to tell me that, like, fentanyl's for... Come on, man. There's no fucking reason why there's a drug out there that's used by fucking doctors and shit like that's accessible that takes 1 milligram to fucking kill you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
It's like crazy. How powerful did you really need that shit to be? That's why it's just wild to me.
Why in the fuck would you ever lace heroin of all things with that?
Yeah, cocaine.
That's death right there, bro.
Yeah,
that's death.
I don't know. That's gotta be. I don't understand that either. Like, are you fucking trying to kill people? I thought I thought as a drug dealer, your goal was to keep them alive, but keep them addicted, right?
Get more converts.
Like, I mean, soda they really got it. Like, they really figured out how to keep you. They figured out how to keep you fucking alive and addicted for as long as possible.
Right. They got so many different flavors and so many different brands. Is there so many different flavors of Coke? Like, you can't have Sprite flavored. You might be, actually.
No, Coke. Sprite is made by Coke.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, man.
But yeah, that's fucking. I don't know. I get it. Like all like fucking paranoid about that shit. Like, I just feel like somebody's doing it on purpose. Like, somebody has released fentanyl on purpose to kill people.
Absolutely.
You know.
I kind of feel like it's a way of population control.
Yeah.
You know, happening behind the scenes probably might be a fucking conspiracy theory, but like, I just feel like there's a lot of shit happening behind the scenes. Been happening.
We gotta thin out the herd a little bit. We got Puerto Ricans like you shitting out fucking 10 kids.
Hey, man. If
what
you
are you
got
up
the
to
gift,
now? 3?
If you got the gift. Yes.
You got 3 now?
Got 3.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude. Fucking growing like weeds. Awesome, though, man. That's probably the coolest thing I've ever done. And I never thought I'd say that.
Yeah?
Because I was just so in love with me for a long, long time. And anybody who knows me knows that. So I was so in love with me, and then they came along, man. And I never fucking loved anything like that.
You're like, oh my God, it's like a little me.
Yes.
I can love this too.
Yeah, honestly, so in essence, I've never lost that. Nah, man, it's great being a dad, man. It's awesome. You know, you learn so much from kids.
Yeah.
It's insane. You don't think you learn so much from them until you step back and really look at it. And, like, the perspective that kids come from is so pure and innocent that you feel like your everyday life bullshit does not matter when it comes to like them.
Right.
Like, some kids stole their fucking crayon, bro. Like,
do you get that protective father thing where like if,
oh yeah, dude,
if she comes up to you and is like, this kid stole my crayon, you want to be like, I'm gonna go kick that kid's ass.
Yes.
I don't care if he's 6 years old, I'm beating his ass.
Dude, Emma's got that way with me, man. Like she could just tell me anybody did anything and I'll just be like, okay, what the fuck.
Well, I guess I'm going to jail today.
Yeah. Somebody said that you had a stain on your pants? They don't like grass stains and shit, man. She came to me one day. She's like, some kid said that I had green on my pants. I was like, that's a grass stain. She's like, yeah, he was making fun of me. I was like, oh, no, he wasn't.
Go get a fucking handful of grass. I'm like, I'll show you grass stain.
I'll show you grass
bitch.
stain.
You got stain on your face.
Nerd. How's it feel down there, you fucking nerd? Yeah, dude. And it's so funny, man, because, like, for me, like, I never had a lot of those fucking experiences that they're having. So I'm almost kind of, but not kind of living vicariously through them when it comes to, like, all the stuff that they're experiencing, because I'm, like, learning new shit.
Yeah.
Like, I went through kindergarten and stuff like that, but my brain is so fucked up from that time period. That was so devastating and so fucked up. So, like, I don't remember a lot of it. But through them, man, I'm just like, okay, that normal shit. It's cool to see normal shit.
Were you living with your dad at that point, or had you...
In kindergarten?
Yeah.
No, I was in Philly still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When did you move in with, like, your dad?
I was 9.
9? Okay.
Yep, I was 8 going on 9. And I got adopted when I was 10.
Okay.
So, yeah, I think that was around, like, 2002, 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it still would have been way before we ever met.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, me and Jordan were talking about it just the other day when I was on the phone with him. Like, we knew a lot of kids that were foster kids.
Yeah, dude.
Like, he was saying that a lot of the people that he's met in Denver, and, like, I mean, he travels all over the place. He said, like, not very many people actually know foster kids, but you were a foster kid,
Yep.
David.
Yep.
His brother-in-law Lyle is a foster kid.
Right.
Like, it's just kind of weird, like, that was such a big thing in our area, you know?
That
Something
is-
that I never really thought about.
That is freaking weird, too, man. Like, how many foster kids showed up at the same spot?
Yeah.
Because I never...
Even, like, Xavier and, like, his kid, or his brothers and sisters were all foster.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, dude, it is nuts, man. Something about this area, I guess, dude.
Yeah, I guess the people around here that's what they want to do, I suppose.
Right. Well, there's a lot of good people, man.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good people within the fucking shitty people. But I was lucky enough to find good people, and
Yeah, your dad's a good dude. I've only met him
Yeah.
a couple of times, but he always seemed like a really cool guy.
hey, he had to deal with me. You gotta be all right.
I mean, and it's cool that you found one to stay with, too. You know,
Yeah.
David, he was all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, he had a different fucking foster kid every couple of years, or foster parents every couple of years.
I remember that shit, dude.
I always felt bad for him.
I remember he lived in fucking Checkerville, then he lived in freaking Troy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then he
dude.
lived with the Cranes over here.
Yep.
That was like his senior year. He lived with them. You ever hear from him at all?
Dude, I haven't seen him in years, dude.
Me neither. Me
Haven't seen him
neither.
in years. I heard he put on some weight.
That's what Jordan said.
Yeah.
But he just got that from his mom and his sister.
Right.
Because I guess he worked at the Dandy down here, but I never saw him. But I almost never go there. But
Right. I haven't seen him, man. Jordan told me he was doing good and stuff, but very few people I see anymore.
yeah, same here.
That's when you realize that it's a pretty big fucking world. It's not so small. You know? You grow up in small towns like Troy and shit, you expect to see the same people every fucking day, and then you fucking branch out to not even a town away
Yeah.
and see nobody anymore. It's insane, man.
Sometimes I wonder how many of the people that like we went to school with still even live around here. So I always assumed that most of them didn't leave.
Right.
Most of them just stayed right here because that's what people do around here. They grow up here and they die here.
Yes.
You know?
That's why I always wanted to get the fuck out of here, man. That was always my dream, was to get the fuck out of here. And I had high hopes, man. Especially, well, when I met all you motherfuckers. But then my hopes started getting fucking, you know? As soon as I got in a band, man, that's when my fucking head blew out of control. And then I was like, oh, man, I'm going to be a rock star. I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
Right.
Then once I graduated, I'm like, oh, I'm going to be a rapper. I'm going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
then I started having kids. I'm like, I'm never getting out of here.
Yeah, but Jordan proved to all of us the only way to get out of here is to go to college.
Yes. And he made it.
Yeah.
He made it through.
The thing is, though, he always wants to just come home and always talks about how much he misses home and shit.
Yeah, dude.
And it's like, is that what I would have done if I ever actually left? Like, just leave and then just be like, why did I leave? Because I don't mind it here anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if I minded it then. But like,
I really don't know if I minded it then either. I think I was just so in love with the fact of getting out and doing something else and seeing something else.
Yeah.
Now that I've grown up and stuff, dude, and I have seen some stuff, it isn't really that much different.
Yeah. I mean, I've been to fucking just to visit like Texas and Seattle, and I went to Miami for a little bit, and fucking Denver.
How was that?
It was all right.
Word?
Yeah, me and a couple of guys from work went down there for a festival.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah, fucking. Well, we didn't even really go to Miami. We went on it was called Virginia Key, I think. It was like right off the coast of Miami. We could see Miami from this. It was a fucking tiny little island, probably. Shit, I couldn't describe how I don't know how big it was, but it was a tiny little island. You could walk it in like fucking probably 45 minutes, an hour. You could walk around the whole fucking thing. Just this tiny little fucking place. We literally drove from my parents' house to Florida in one night and just pitched a tent on the beach. It was awesome.
Yeah, dude, that sounds dope.
You could see Miami from the island, just the whole fucking city and all the people on South Beach. It's funny seeing like all the people on the beaches of Miami. There's just like thousands of people on the beach in Miami, but we're sitting on a beach with like maybe 10 other people. Just our own. It was like our own little private island, especially since the festival. It was a 3-day festival. And we showed up,
island?
Yeah, on that island, and we showed up like 10 days before the festival, so there was nobody there. Like it was literally just us and like a couple other people that were there for the festival that showed up early. Everybody for the festival showed up like the 3 days of the festival and then left. By that point, we had already been like on the island, like drinking and doing mushrooms and shit. And by the time the actual festival started, we were all so burnt out we didn't even really go to it because we just spent the whole fucking like the whole 2 weeks just hanging out on this fucking island, man. Like it was awesome.
Why would you need to go to a fucking festival after that, dude? Like, that sounds pretty fucking sick.
It was just a fucking relaxing vacation is all it really was. It wasn't even going to a fucking festival. And it was in the middle of February, so it was like we left snow to go to the fucking beach.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Our fucking boss texted us to see if we could come, because we all worked together. There was 3 of us. We all worked together. And she texted us to confirm if we were going to be at, like, the next gig. And we all, like, got some people that we met on the island take a picture of us at the beach just flipping her off.
Nope.
Yeah. She's just like, where are you guys? We're like, Florida.
Where you think we is?
But yeah, like, I've been to all of those places and shit. And I like it. Like, Seattle was really fucking cool. Denver was really cool. But I like it here, you know?
Yeah. There is something about this place, man. I don't know what it is. It's just as much as I have to complain about, it doesn't really feel like their complaints when they come out of my mouth. They're just like, okay, I've accepted these things now.
Right.
They are what they are. And all the complaints that I used to have when I was a teenager and shit, you know, they don't really matter anymore. You know, there's a bunch of hick people. Yep, there's a bunch of hick people, whatever. You know, you got to deal with them. But I'd much rather deal with a bunch of fucking hick people and a couple tractors in my fucking way when I'm trying to drive than deal with a bunch of people trying to cut me off going 100 miles an hour on a fucking straight stretch highway.
Yeah.
You know
or just the people in fucking cities. Just dealing with the city in general is
dude,
not something that I'm really excited about, you know? I like living out here.
It's like living in a fucking sardine can, dude.
Yeah.
You know, when I used to live in Philly, dude, like the houses were right on each other. Like, they were built together.
Yeah.
So it's like not only were you neighbors, but like you could hear every conversation through the walls. You know, there was no privacy, and I grew up in a fucking house with 10 people.
Right.
And it wasn't even a house. It was fucking not even half of an apartment.
Right.
So,
I mean, it's just like fucking. I mean, I lived in Elmira, and I had one neighbor that lived below me, and that was enough.
Right.
Like, that's like Elmira's like the smallest city in the state.
Right.
And that was enough of city for me. You know what I mean? I was like, this is enough. Like, this is literally the limit I think I want to go to as far as living in a fucking city.
Dude. That's pretty much all I'd do is Elmira, because that's like, it's city enough to make you not want a bigger one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And things are close enough that, because like my thing was I originally wanted to move to a city because I didn't want to drive anymore.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm tired of driving. Like, I'm tired of paying insurance for a car. I'm tired of paying gas. I'm tired of my car breaking down and having to fix it.
Right.
I want to just live in a place where I don't need a car. And that's why I moved to Elmira, and I walked everywhere. I got the job at the Clemens Center, so I was just walking. I'd walk to work, and I'd walk to the grocery store. Buy enough groceries for like 5 or 6 days just because that was enough that I could carry in my fucking hands on the way home. And I kind of liked that, you know?
Dude.
And that's like the only appeal that the city has for me is to just not have to have a car anymore.
Not worry about that shit, especially how fucking everything's going up.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's fucking going. Dude, prices of shit is so high right now.
Dude.
That's what sucked about working at Lowe's. They barely paid me enough to pay my gas at this point because I live so far away.
Yeah, dude.
It was like fucking putting like $80 a week in my goddamn gas tank. And it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Can't wait to fuck with this fucking sanctuary, though.
Dude, it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick. I hope it's sick anyway.
Yeah, I think I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
I fit in pretty well anywhere I go. I've done so many different things. Like, it's going to be hard to really disappoint me. You know?
Yeah, man. And plus, you get to chill with animals all day.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. And I'm tired of doing jobs that, it's why I left construction when I was working for Elmira Structures. Like, I didn't really feel fulfilled in that job. You know, I just felt like I was just going through the motions. And I was like, am I just going to be going through the motions for the next 50 years of my life?
Yeah, dude.
Is that what I have to look forward to? And I was like, you know what? It is if I don't fucking just quit now and find something else.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's when I found stagehand work, which was in its own right, like, creatively fulfilling.
Right.
And I really enjoyed that. But then working at fucking Lowe's, it was like right back down the ladder to an unfulfilling shit job again. A job that I don't care about. That's why I was like really hoping to get the job at the sanctuary, because I was like, this is something that I can actually can wake up and go to work and give a shit.
Right, dude. And that's the cool thing about it, man. It's like it's kind of impossible to work there and not care about it.
Right.
You know? Because you do. Like, even if you don't want to get attached to anybody, anybody, any freaking animals and shit there, you do. You end up getting attached to some. And then it makes it, like, fulfilling just to walk in, you know? Like, you're not going to get shit from a fucking cat.
Right.
You're not going to get shit from a dog. They're going to bark at you a little bit, but if they know you, they're going to freaking calm down and want you to pet them and fucking come in and chill with them.
Yeah.
You don't get that any other place, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you don't walk in and see your manager and they're just like, hey, man, I want to hang. No, you don't want to do that.
Hey, you're here. You're here.
Hey,
pet me.
hey.
Give me a pet. Pet me.
Hey, you got any,
Don't you have work for me to do, bro? No, just scratch my ear, please. Can you please just scratch my ear?
What's that you got there in the lunch pail? Is that cheese sticks? I like cheese sticks. No, dude, it's a different kind of fulfillment, man. It's pretty neat.
What so she gave me a tour on my first interview. What is up? Like, there was like that area of the dogs that she said that they weren't socialized, or I couldn't tell. Like, I don't remember if she said that they were mean or what. Like, are they like legitimately mean dogs back there, or are they just
in the old kennel?
It was like in the back.
Did you go through the one with all the nice kennels in it and stuff?
Yeah, the ones that were like straight up for adoption.
Yeah, and you didn't go in the other one?
No, I went right through that into the one in the back where they were all barking and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one really, no, it's not because they're under socialized or anything. They're just like the ones that have more of the behavior issues.
Like what kind of behavioral issues?
Like guarding.
Okay.
Guarding's a big one. Stranger danger is a big one.
They just don't like they don't like new people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barrier aggression.
Yeah.
Like they have barrier aggression with new people because they don't, that's their area. Like their territory and shit. So they get really fucking primal about that. But other than that, dude, like, yeah, they get used to you quick.
Yeah. Even the ones back there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not as bad as they make it seem, man. I feel like there's not a really good way to explain that to people without it sounding
bad. Yeah,
bad.
That's why, because I don't think she wasn't like, this is the dangerous area or anything like that. But I just, the behavior, because I think she said behavioral issues.
Yeah.
She may have described them. It's been like 3 months since this, maybe 2 months since this interview. But yeah, like it wasn't. It was just when I walked away from it, I was like, oh, are they mean or something? Because she said that if a dog gets too mean, they will put it down. It doesn't happen very often, but they will. And I think
that's really with dogs that like have bitten somebody.
Yeah.
Or have like killed a dog in a play group or something like that.
Right.
Which almost did happen the other day.
Really?
But the dog got out of it. He just got he got staples in his eye.
Yeah.
And under his eye and stuff. Like, that's the thing, though. It's hit or miss with any of that shit, man. Because you don't know until it happens.
Yeah.
And you can always be... It's kind of like being a parent.
Yeah.
You're prepared until you're not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit happens on the fly. You just got to be able to fucking handle it however you handle it.
Mm-hmm.
There's ways to... there's training to it and shit like that. But, most... Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's something I'm really interested in, like, learning, is how to deal with the behavioral issues. I really want to learn how to do that.
It's really fun, dude. And that's probably one of the most rewarding parts about the job, is when you get to help a dog become more of a dog.
Right.
Like, simple shit, too, man. Like, you'll get excited for fucking, teaching a fucking feral dog how to sit.
Right.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Not a lot of people see it as that, man, but it really is. You get a fucking feral dog that's not been around anybody, you get them to trust you enough to freaking sit down and listen to one of your commands, that's a huge deal.
Do you guys, do they get a lot of feral dogs up there?
There's been a lot recently.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it happens very often, but lately there's been a couple that have come in. There's one actually right now named Sadie that I've been trying to work with. I've finally got her to, like, take treats out of my hand and stuff.
Yeah.
But she won't let me. She doesn't like me to pet her. She'll let me pet her. But work in progress kind of shit. But
yeah. Yeah, that sounds fucking cool. Like, that
awesome,
sounds so
dude.
cool to do.
Yeah.
Like, to kind of, like, get attached and be able to work with this dog and make it so they can go live somewhere.
Right, dude.
And not be a burden anywhere, And
that's the whole point of the job, dude. And that's what's so fucking cool about it. Is like you're like a social worker
for animals.
For animals.
Yeah.
And that's what's awesome, man. It's because you get to determine, how you're going to help this dog, if you can help this dog. And it's a challenge as well. Because you can't help all of them. Some of them are just whacked in the fucking head. There's a few that I know of that, couldn't be helped at all.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast with that job, man.
Yeah, and if they don't attack anybody, they just basically are just going to live there for the rest of their lives.
They're going to rot in the sanctuary.
Yeah.
And which we do have one dog that's a sanctuary dog, and she's fucking awesome. But she's iffy with strangers and shit, so a lot of people are scared off by her. That's the thing, too, is like you don't find enough people willing to work.
Right.
With the dog to help it. Like, it doesn't just stop at the shelter. That's what a lot of people think.
Well, as I say, you're talking about the people that are coming to adopt aren't willing to work.
Right. And that's why a lot of returns happen.
Right. Because, like, they get a dog and it ends up being a problem and they don't want to deal with that problem. They just wanted... I mean, that's essentially why I got Fawn, honestly, because she was already trained and I knew I didn't have time to train a dog, and I knew... at the time I was still working for Structures, so I had a full-time job and I lived alone. There was nobody, I couldn't train a dog.
Right.
There was just no way I was going to train a dog. And I knew there were dogs out there that were already trained and just needed a fucking home.
Right.
So that's why I got Fawn. She was 3. You know, she wasn't a puppy.
Right.
So, and that's why I don't think I'd ever get a puppy. I don't think I'm ever gonna get a puppy for the rest of my life because I don't. Not just time, but just because that's what everybody wants is a puppy. And I know that there's so many dogs out there that need homes. I'd rather just give a dog a home. At the end of the day, that's what I want is to give a dog a home. I don't need to raise a puppy. And if I'm busy and I can avoid having to train a dog myself, then yeah, I'll get a dog that's already trained. Like that's what I would rather do.
And that's the thing too, though. It's like you already knew what you were looking for. You know what I'm saying? Like you weren't trying to take on something that you weren't ready for. You didn't want.
Well, with Fawn, yes. The dog before Fawn is how I learned that lesson.
Right.
You know, like when the dog before Fawn, I was just looking for a dog.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I was like, I used to love Wishbone when I was a kid. Did you ever watch Wishbone?
I did.
The Jack Russell Terrier that read books.
Dude.
So, like, I saw Jack Russell Terrier online, and I was like, I want that dog. And they were like, we just got to let you know that dog is sick. He's going to need medication. He has epilepsy. He has seizures a lot. And I'm just like, I don't care. I want a dog. I want a Jack Russell Terrier. Bring it on. Right. And I had that dog for like 2 months, and it died.
Shit.
Yeah. On my fucking birthday, that dog fucking died, man. I came home from work.
Dude?
That dog used to. The thing is, he was so. He was. I guess ornery. I don't know what he would. I would take him for the longest walks, and he would hold his shit in until he got home and shit on the floor the second we fucking came home.
Oh wow.
So I kind of got to a point. I tried to stop. But this again, I didn't have time to really train a dog, so I kind of tried to, and I was just failing at it. And he just kept shitting on the floor, and it was my birthday. I was working with a good friend of mine, and he was like, I want to take you out for your birthday. And I was like, you know what? That dog's just shit on the floor anyway. So I don't feel like I need to take him for a walk. He's just going to shit and piss on the floor. I'll just deal with that when I get home.
Right.
And I came home, and my mom stopped by to say happy birthday to me, and he was epileptic, and he was just having a seizure every 10 minutes.
Oh, shit.
Just every 10 minutes having a seizure. Fucking bit into his tongue. His mouth was bleeding and shit. And I was broke as shit at the time. Right. I called the people that I got him from and was like, I don't know what to do. This is at night. I just got done. I'm drunk for one thing. I just got done drinking because it was my birthday and my buddy wanted to take me out for some beers. Right. And I called the people they were called Tanner's Paws, great organization. And I was like, I don't think, like, every place is closed. The only place that's open is the Cornell emergency room. And I'm telling you right now, I cannot afford the Cornell emergency room.
If you can even get in.
Yeah. Well, they told me, I had already talked to them on the phone. Right. They told me they could get me in. But the Tanner's Paws people were like, don't worry about it. We knew that dog was sick. We'll come pick him up and we'll take care of it for you. And then they just ended up calling me the next day and being like, he was too far gone. They had to put him down. Which sucked. It was really sad. I felt really bad about it. But he was only my dog for like 2 months. I wasn't like as attached to him as I am to Fawn, you know?
Right, dude.
I was almost
for how long?
Oh shit. Got her when she was 3. She's 11 now. So 8 years.
7, 8 years, yeah.
Yeah, she's gonna be 11 in November, I should say. Because I had her. They had a fucking birth certificate for her and everything.
Hell yeah, dude. That's awesome.
I think her birthday is like November 11th, 2011 is when she was born.
Good thing it wasn't September 11th.
Well, yeah, because I got her from Tanner's Paws too, but I was afraid to call them at first because of what happened with the other dog.
Oh yeah,
and I called them up.
Get put on a list or something.
Yeah, and I called them up and I kind of said that. I was like, I literally messaged them. I know I messed up with the last dog, but I'd like another chance. And they emailed me back. They're like, hey, we don't blame you for that.
Right.
Like, we knew that dog was sick. Like, we knew you gave him a home for the last couple months of his life.
That's really important.
Like, yeah, they're like, we're glad that you took him off our hands and gave him a place to live for a couple of months. Like, if you want another dog, just let us know. You can have a pick of the litter. Like, whatever we got, we'll let you know.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I ended up finding her and took her home with me.
No, dude, that's important, man. It's like, it's really important if anything like that happens too. Is just to have a good relationship with the place where you got it too. A lot of times people are douchebags about it, you know.
Are they?
Oh yeah, dude. There's a lot of people that get turned away and. Yeah, and then they go bashing everybody on social media once again.
Yeah.
Computers.
Do they do like checks up at the Humane Society? Or well, that's not the Humane Society, the Animal Sanctuary. Do they do like
Like background check?
Yeah, like what kind of like.
I'm not sure. I think so. I don't know how in depth they are.
You don't deal with the adoptions very often then.
No, I don't. No, we have an adoption. That's why they have an adoption coordinator.
Okay.
Because I don't have anything to do with that.
Right.
Like if I'm see the position I'm in, I don't do meets. Like I don't do dog meets with people and shit like that. So I don't really deal with the public as much.
Right.
Only if I have to. Like if there's a tour going through there or something, somebody says hi to me and asks me a question, I answer the question. But like I don't do meets and stuff like that. But the people that do meets, they're the ones that deal with all that shit.
Right.
And deal with the adoptions and stuff like that because they need to convince the person to adopt them pretty much.
It is kind of like it's like its own version of sales, right?
Yeah, I was just going to say that, dude. It kind of is a little bit. But you're only telling truths.
Right.
You know? And you're also like...
But I'm sure, I feel like they probably want to push certain dogs, like dogs that have been there for a while, that people maybe look over. Yeah. Because that's kind of what Tanner's Paws did to me. When I hit them up, I saw a picture of Fawn, and I was like, I like boxers. Why don't you, I hit them up and was like, I want to meet this boxer. But when I got there, I think they told me to show up a little bit early. Right. They told me, like, be here at this time, and I think they gave me, like, a half hour. And they gave me, like, a little tour, and they were like, they were trying to get me to adopt other dogs.
Because they didn't think she was going to be the one for you.
Well, no, I think they wanted me to, they were trying to get, they wanted they had good dogs. You got to answer that? All right. Yeah, no problem. No problem. We'll take a break real quick. And we're back.
We are back.
So, like I was saying, I feel like the thing with when they wanted me to get another dog, I think they had this Fawn grew up in the same place before she came to me. Like the people that had her since she was a puppy. They got rid of her because she killed one of their cats because she's a hunting dog.
Oh, yeah.
Like, she wants to fucking hunt. And I think that they had this attitude of, like, this dog's fine right now, still living in the same house, living a good life. They wanted me to take a dog that was stuck in a kennel and had been stuck in a kennel for a while, you know?
Right.
Which I totally understand.
Yeah, I mean, they usually try to push the longer stay dogs to get them out of there, but a lot of times some of them don't explain why these longer dogs have been the longer dogs.
Right.
You know, there's a lot to go with that, man. Like you got to have the patience and all that shit for the heavy duty ones, man. And that sucks, but
you got to have the time.
Yeah.
That's my issue is I don't have the time a lot of times, you know.
A lot of people don't have the time to train a dog. You know, cuz a lot of people want a dog that's already trained. They don't really have to worry about it, but the one thing they're missing is a fucking loving home.
Yeah.
And that's cool. When that works out, that's fucking amazing. That's awesome, too.
Yeah.
It's just, the dogs that need the help and shit like that, a lot of times are the ones that stay there the longest because not a lot of people have time anymore. Nobody has time anymore, dude. Like,
yeah.
You have time to work and come home, fucking get ready to work the next day. That's about it.
Yeah. I mean, I was trying to tell Brad that, well, he agrees with me. It's Missy that needs to be convinced that he, like, since he's right now, well, before Leo goes to school, he's the stay-at-home dad.
Right.
And me and, like I said, he agrees with me. Like, me and him always say, like, dude, you should get a puppy. Like, now is the time to get a puppy. You've got the time. You're home all the time. You need something to occupy your time with. Right. Like, why not get a puppy and train it and shit and be like have it be your dog that you've had since it was a little baby. It'd be your dog. It'd be Leo's dog.
Exactly, Leo's dog. More importantly, dude, like that's an important thing. That's an important thing for any kid, dude. It's like to have something to grow up with.
Yeah.
So that'd be perfect.
I mean, I loved my dogs growing up.
Yeah, me too.
Well, my dog, I can barely remember the first one, but
I love my dogs, my cats. They're all fucking cool, man.
Do you guys have a dog right now? You and Leanne?
We got 3.
3?
Yeah.
Should have known you both work at the sanctuary.
Well, she had 2 when I got with her, and then we ended up getting a puppy from the sanctuary because he survived parvo.
Yeah.
He was one of the only puppies that did it out of his litter. I think there was like fucking 6 or 7. Yeah. There was only 3 that survived. So, yeah, man. He was really hard not to say yes to because I was doing community service there. Mm-hmm. For probation and shit, and she was looking at him, and then I was doing community service. She's like, you need to come see this puppy. So I went and saw the puppy. And of course, man, you know.
Is that how you ended up with the job, because of the community service?
Yeah.
They were like, oh, we like keeping you around.
Yeah. I proved my worth, basically.
I mean, Becca had nothing but good things to say about you.
Yeah, dude.
Like, she was like, we love Alex here. He cares about the animals. We like having him around.
That's badass, man.
Yeah.
No, dude, that's probably the one job that I'm really glad that I got so many opportunities to come back.
Right. They've given you so many chances.
Yeah, they've given me so many chances, dude. And, like, it's such a fulfilling job.
Yeah.
Like, it's not, if there's anything I don't like there, it's the fucking stupid-ass other bullshit that goes on with the people.
Right.
Like, the only problem there is a people problem. It's not a fucking animal problem.
Right.
Like, that's the job. You stay focused on the job, that job's fucking cool.
Right.
And that's what I try to fucking do, man. I just keep my nose clean, keep my head down, and stay out of the fucking bullshit, and just do what I'm there to do.
Yeah, that's how I am with every job, you know. And that really is, every job is just the people. You just got to learn to put up with the people that you have to work with, unless you're working alone, you know. Like, you just got to learn to deal with personalities that you're not necessarily used to dealing with, or don't necessarily want to deal with.
Exactly, dude. And that's what's so hard to do for a lot of people, man. That's why, like, places like ACS have so many people coming in and out. Because, you know, well, a lot of times, too, is they expect it to just be a fucking, okay, I walk the dogs, that's all my job is.
Right.
Like, of course, man, that sounds awesome. $15 an hour to walk a dog? Fucking A, sign me up.
Yeah.
You know? But there's a lot more that goes into it, man. Like, you gotta fucking, there's a certain passion I feel like you kind of have to work in a place like that. Like, you have to have a passion to help things.
Right.
People, animals, whatever, dude. Just help.
Right.
Like, you have to have a passion to be a helpful person. And if you have that, man, well, even if you don't have it, you can learn to have it there.
Right.
You know, that's the kind of place that teaches you, like, all right, you know.
So, while I was there, I met the wheelchair dog.
Oh, Oracle?
Is that what his name is, Oracle?
Yeah, she's fucking cool as shit, man.
Yeah, she's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that dog.
Yeah, man, she gets around fucking awesome, man. It's stuff like that, too. Like, you see a dog like that, initially, your initial reaction would probably be like, what the fuck?
Well, at first, because she was like scooting around on the ground, and I was like, I thought she was, she was doing that. You know how dogs rub their ass on the ground?
Yeah, when they have worms and shit.
Yeah, I thought she was doing that, but didn't know how to do it. So she was like rubbing her back on the ground. I was like, what's up with this? And Becca's like, that's the wheelchair dog. And I was like, that's what?
Yeah, man.
Do they have a wheelchair for her?
Yeah, dude, they have like 3.
Yeah.
And she has like a little fucking like lifter. Like, that you strap on her and lift her up. If she doesn't feel like using her wheelchair, you could walk her out. And she'll use her front legs to get out and shit. It's pretty fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's really happy. Like, when we first got her, she was fucking miserable because she got sent up from transport, I think, from Mississippi.
Right.
Or somewhere. And Leanne ended up taking her because she thought it'd be cool, you know? Like, she was like, oh, yeah, the wheelchair dog. That sounds awesome. Until she got there, and then she looked miserable, and we were like, oh, fuck. And, like, dogs like that, you kind of wonder, you're like, it might sound morbid, but you kind of do wonder, you're like, why did somebody keep this dog alive? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's going to have this kind of a life. But, no, man, she's coming around.
She seemed really happy while I was
really
there. Like,
there.
she was getting around, not fast by any means, but she was moving, she was scooting herself around and, like, had a big smile on her face and shit.
We even put her in a fucking playgroup one time. She was in a fucking playgroup with a bunch of dogs running around her. She was just wheeling around.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, man, stuff like that happens. You get a lot of fucking tripod dogs. They're pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know?
You see those a lot around here too anyway. Yeah. Like a lot of three-leggers around here.
Yeah, man. Well, a lot of them get hit when they're young.
Mm-hmm.
You know, break their fucking leg. It doesn't heal right. They got to chop it off.
Yeah.
Like, but even so, man, like, those are not lost causes as well.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy like how resilient they can be because you never see a three-legged dog giving up.
No, you really don't, dude. If anything, they go harder than the ones with 4 legs.
Yeah, they're like, well, now I got something to prove.
Yeah, man.
And now, like, I don't know, it doesn't slow them down. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, you'll see three-legged dogs running around this hill all the time.
Fucking yeah. It's like, respect this nub.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
I don't need 4 legs to kick your ass.
Yeah, dude. And a lot of them are fucking, dogs that a lot of the other dogs won't fuck with.
Right.
You know, and that's what's cool too. It's a lot of the dogs that come in there, you know, you might think that they're considered the weak ones, but a lot of times they're the ones that nobody fucks with.
Right.
It's pretty fucking cool. Like, nobody fucks with Oracle. Probably because she's got machinery with her. You know, she's got the fucking wheels.
They think she's a robot.
Yeah, dude. Cyborg.
Who named her Oracle?
I have no idea.
No?
No.
It's just such a funny name.
Yeah. I don't know
for
where
a
all
dog,
the fucking,
period.
where the names come from, man. Some of them got some weird-ass ones. But, like, I really hate the dogs that come in with human names.
I hate human names for dogs.
Like, if you name a dog Pete,
yeah,
like, I don't want to...
like, fuck you.
Like, go fuck yourself, man. Like, and then you start seeing... Like, and that's the thing, too, is, like, you know, there's the dogs that look like humans. So it's usually the ones that come in that are, like, pugs that are named human names, like Steve or something.
Well, yeah, the Jack Russell that I had, the one with epilepsy, that's what they called him, Jack. And I was like, that's a stupid name.
Yeah, what the fuck,
I was
man?
like, the second he came home with me, I was like, your name's Hooligan now.
Yeah.
It's a better dog name.
Yeah, and they act like hooligans, man, so
Yeah.
it fits. Your name's Bob.
Yeah, Bob.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. Human names for animals in general, I think, is just ridiculous.
It is, man. They need to have dog names.
Yeah, you need to be able to distinguish between dog and human, you know? You're not going to call a person Hooligan, and you're not going to you shouldn't call a dog Pete.
Right. Like, I would not like Pete. I don't know why, man. I just really wouldn't like Pete. If Pete came up to me, I wouldn't be like, yeah, man, Pete, you're really cool. I'd be like, what the fuck is up with your name, Pete? Get out of my fucking house, Pete. Fawn is a dog's name.
Yeah. Plus, she kind of looks like a deer.
Yeah. You know? Fawn is a dog's name. Now, if you named your dog fucking Karen...
Everybody would call her a racist and put videos of her on the internet.
We'll start making memes of her.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. But nah, man, I think you're really going to enjoy it, dude. You know?
I think I'm going to like it, too.
I'm excited for you, man. I'm excited for you. Because you've been working fucking construction jobs and fucking heavy fucking lifting jobs and shit. This is a cool reprieve.
Yeah, for sure.
From all the other shit, you know what I mean? Because I was used to that shit too, man. All my jobs have been fucking lifting shit, you know, factory shit.
Are you still working a second job, or is it just the one?
No, I actually just recently got full-time there. I was part-time. That's why I was allowed to help her dad out with the trees and shit.
Right.
But I couldn't turn down the full-time.
Right.
You know, it's a good fucking paycheck when we're both getting, you know, $15 an hour full-time there. Between the two of us, it works out really well.
So when you say you were cutting down trees, were you just like the ground man?
Yeah.
Picking up the
hell yeah, dude. I'm terrified of heights.
Yeah, I thought you were.
No fucking way.
I thought you were. I wasn't sure though.
No fucking way would I get up in a fucking lift truck, dude. No. Like, I mean, I've gotten up in the bucket when the bucket was down. That's how scared I am of heights, man.
See, I like heights. I don't mind heights at all. It's part of, like, when I'm a stagehand, I'll do the rigging, and I'll be up fucking 60 feet in the air on a grid.
Can't do it, dude.
Hanging motors and shit. I like it. As long as I got good, solid ground underneath. You know, like, I'm not like some guys will fucking climb up a fucking rope ladder to the top of a lighting truss and then just, like, walk across the lighting truss and stuff and crawl across the lighting truss. I won't do that.
That's like some Goonie shit.
They asked me to do that the other, like, not this last gig I did, but the one, like, it was like a month ago I did a gig. And they asked me, they were like, first they're like, you want to focus lights? And I was like, sure, I can focus lights, no problem. And then they were like, all right, can you climb up that and on top of that truss and focus them from the truss? And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Like,
no, we don't. And I think my steward was like, yeah, we don't have anybody here that's going to be able to, that's going to do that.
Dude, I couldn't. For some reason, man, it's like something happens to my brain as soon as I look down. As soon as I look down, because I can't help but look at my fucking feet if I'm climbing up anywhere, dude. And it's like as soon as I get to the top, I'm fucking terrified.
Well, it just happened the other day on the loadout for cats. we were having trouble. It was a bunch of new people that they didn't know what they were doing there. So we were trying to find somebody to climb up the ladder to the weight rail, which is it's a 60-foot ladder straight up that you have to climb. But once you get up there, you're just on flat ground. It's like just being on the third story of a building, except there's not even a window, so like you might as well be on the first floor. You know what I mean? But you just still have to climb up a 60-foot ladder to get there. So Sab found a guy. He's like, I know this guy. He's a hard worker. Because he was already there on the stage. He's like, I can't remember the guy's name, but he's found his name on the list. He's like, I'm going to go find this guy. He's a hard worker. I know he'll go up there and do a good job. Right. So he went to him. He's like, climb up that ladder, get up to the weight rail, and throw weights. The guy's like, all right, cool. About a couple minutes later, we see him come back down the ladder, and he comes up to us. He's like, so apparently I'm afraid of heights. We're like, what? And he's just like, yeah, I got about halfway up there and looked down and kind of freaked out a little bit. Yeah, and we're like, all right, dude, it's no big deal. Don't fucking do it if you're afraid. Like, it's not a problem. But it's just, I don't know. I guess people just have that in them where they get to that point and they look down and it's like a freezing moment of like, I don't know.
You can't think.
Yeah,
you can't think anymore, dude. Like you can't. Up from down doesn't seem so simple.
Yeah, it's just that type of thing just never really clicked for me.
Yeah. I really think the thing that got me afraid of heights, man, was when I was little in the first foster home I was in. I got on my first swing.
Yeah.
For the first time. And of course, man, like, once you figure out that you could go high, you take advantage of that shit. And you think it's the coolest fucking thing in the world. Well, I got fucking high as shit. And I let go.
Yeah.
And I fucking flew in the air, flipped backwards. There's like two trees right next to each other. I smacked my face off both trees, and there was a piece of fucking plywood at the bottom. And I fell on the fucking plywood, dude, and knocked myself out. Got scars all over my chin, dude. After that, man, like, I don't think heights are the same for me after that.
Yeah. So, I mean, something like that could definitely change you.
Yeah, dude. But, like Icarus, dude.
I would love to have seen it on video, though.
No, I totally would have been. That would have been sick.
It's probably the funniest video.
I could see that on Ridiculousness or something.
Yeah, a little kid just jumping off of a tree or off of a swing and just bouncing off of trees all the way down.
Dude, that's why I think it took me so long to grow facial hair, bro.
Because of scars on your chin?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
They were so blotchy, so I'd shave it all the time. But, man, when I got facial hair, bro, I let all you guys know.
It happened.
It was real, dude.
It happened.
It's like, you see this shit? This is real. It'd be like 2 fucking whiskers. Congratulations, bro. Yeah, man.
So, I hate to bring it up, but I feel like I should just because they do the podcast with me.
Yeah.
Do you think that there is ever a chance that you could be friends with Brad and Chad again? Or do you think...
I think there's always a chance for anything, really,
Right.
It's more of a me getting to the point to where I could just face the problems that I caused with that and...
Right.
Talk to them and apologize.
Right.
Really. And, I really don't feel like it's on them. Because they didn't start that, I did. I started it and ended it. So.
Right.
Yeah, man, it basically just has to come from me. Would I like to? Yeah, sure, man. Like, I don't ever want to be fucking... I don't want to ever have enemies for my whole entire life, you know what I'm saying? Especially enemies that were fucking brothers to me.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you guys were really close.
Yeah, dude.
Really close.
As close as brothers we could be,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. That's why I was saying, like, when I showed up and stuff, dude, like, just actually, dude, it started with just linking back up with Jordan.
Right.
To where I started thinking, like, man, I've really been a shitty friend. You know what I mean?
It is what it is. I mean, we've all been shitty friends.
Yeah. But, man, it reigns true to how strong our friendship is.
Yeah.
That no matter how much time goes by or something, man, like, we see each other, we're going to fucking give each other some daps.
Yeah.
Ask each other how each other's lives are. Stuff like that, man. But we just so happen to be close enough to where we could fucking, say, yo, what's up? Let me come over.
Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, I feel like Jordan really is like the glue.
Yes, he is.
Of all of our friendships.
Yeah, he is.
Like
dude.
he's so. Like I think I said it earlier. Like you can always expect him to kind of come back around and be like, "What's up?" All of us should get together. Like all of us should get together and have a good time.
And that's the thing, though. Is like Jordan's that kind of friend too. That you don't want to let him down. You know what I'm saying?
That might be kicked.
He's that kind of friend where it's like, all right, you know that he's probably gonna like genuinely feel bad if this doesn't happen.
Right.
So,
one of those is yours. You should put it in your pocket before you forget it.
One of these?
I assume yours is black, right?
No, I had the one with the long neck thing.
Oh. I guess there's 2 black lighters back here.
Yeah, these are all yours, bro.
Oh,
I'd feel bad if I took one of these.
Dude, there's so many lighters all throughout this fucking house. Like I always buy them in like 5 to 10 packs.
That's the only way to do it, dude.
Yeah, because
that way if somebody pockets it, you don't take it too personally.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I never take it personally.
I do, dude.
I've pocketed so many lighters that I'm like, oh, I get it. I totally get it.
I shouldn't take it personally because I used to be notorious for that.
Everybody does it, dude.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that you, especially if you're a pothead, that you're gonna most accidentally put in your pocket because you've probably got one already. So like that fucking feeling in your hand of the lighter, and then having it go from there to your pocket is just it's muscle memory of like, dude, done with my lighter, put it in my pocket.
Dude, that's where I learned to fucking stop getting cool lighters, because I'd always lose, like my shades, dude. I can never keep anything that I think is cool. That's why I'm wearing a yellow sweater. Because I could keep the yellow sweater, and I actually think the yellow sweater's kind of cool. But, like, dude, any lighter that I had that I thought was awesome, like, I got, like, 5 Sublime lighters I thought were the coolest fucking things ever. I used them once, lost them. I got high.
My thing is, when I get those lighters that have the designs on them and shit, since it's always just plastic outside a regular Bic, I'm so fidgety, I will end up ripping that off.
Me too.
No matter what, it's going to be a white lighter when I'm done.
Yeah, it doesn't last long.
Yeah. Because as soon as this has one little fucking
gets
thing
that little
to play
rip,
with. Yeah,
little
one little
rip at the bottom.
Yep.
You gotta fucking rip it all the way off, man.
I'll just play with it until it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually it's just half of it is already just a white lighter. So I'm like, fuck it.
Right, that's why I never got the white lighter thing. You remember the white lighter thing?
Yeah, everybody said they were bad luck.
Yeah.
Like I'm not superstitious. So.
I ain't superstitious either.
I'd heard that it was because Kurt Cobain had a white lighter in his pocket when he died.
Motherfucker, he was gonna die anyway.
He killed himself.
He was gonna die anyway. Like, don't get me started on that, Scruff. Don't get me started on that.
No, get started. This is the perfect place to do it.
You want me to get started on
it? Get started on it, dog.
I gotta go
get
conspiracy
started.
theory. I gotta go conspiracy theory.
I love conspiracy theories.
This is what I don't understand, man. So much fucked up shit that goes around that shit. Have you ever seen Soaked in Bleach?
Yeah, it's a long time ago, but yeah.
It's a good documentary.
Yeah, it's the one that had the private eye.
Yeah, the private detective that was hired by Courtney Love. Yeah, dude. There's so many indiscrepancies within that whole thing that just don't make sense to me. For one, all right, they said he had so much heroin in his system, it would have been physically impossible for him to pick up a gun and shoot himself in the mouth. Because he would have already been dead.
Yeah, he should have died.
Yeah.
But you know how tolerances go.
Yeah, I do know that. But then they say, with the shooting thing and everything, like his hand was gripped on the barrel and shit. And the freaking shell from the barrel landed on the opposite side than it should have landed. And
yeah, because where it would have shot out of the gun.
Where it would have came out of the gun naturally, like whatever they call it.
Discharge, I think.
Yeah.
I think it discharges.
And it was on the opposite side of him. Like
what kind of gun was it? Wasn't it a shotgun?
Yeah, it was like a Remington or something like that.
Was it automatic?
I don't know.
Because the thing is, like, for a shotgun to discharge the shell, unless it's a semi-automatic shotgun, like, you have to pump it.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure you had to pump it.
Like, if it was a pump, if it was a pump shotgun, and he blew his brains out, he would be dead. He'd be too dead to pump the shotgun to discharge the shell, right?
Right.
Like, because that's what I had. Like, you pump the shotgun, the old shell shoots out, and then you pull it back, the old shell shoots out, and then you pull it forward, and the new shell puts itself in.
Right.
So you would have, like, that's why I didn't understand the shell thing, because I thought it was a shotgun.
Yeah.
It had, if there was a shell involved, it would have had to have been a semi-automatic gun.
Right.
But I don't know if they had semi-automatic shotguns back then. I don't know how long semi-automatic shotguns have been around.
94. I mean, he was rich.
Yeah.
Maybe he knew a guy.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he did have a semi-automatic.
But, I mean, it just, too many things, man. Like, and even, like, the note specifically. Because I was such a, you know how big of a fucking Nirvana fan I am, dude.
Yeah.
Huge Nirvana fan. So I needed, and more importantly, a huge Kurt Cobain fan. Honestly, that's what really got me. Was I just fell in love with his writing, and and the way like he could. Any melody, man, sounded good over anything that they did. Because it was just like, all right, cool. Like he just had that knack for making good melodies.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, like I was such a fan that I got his diaries. They had that diary book. I bought that, and I read through all of his writing and everything, and it was like consistently Kurt Cobain writing.
Yeah.
And that note at the end, his writing gets all fucked up. Like it looks like somebody was tracing it.
Yeah.
And they showed that Courtney Love had a paper in her purse of her practicing his lettering and everything. Writing his letters and shit.
It does seem really suspicious.
Right.
It does seem really suspicious that she would have that.
I mean, I'm not saying she fucking had him murdered, but I'm pretty much saying she had him murdered.
I mean, she was a wacky bitch anyway.
She's fucking insane, dude.
Like, she is off her goddamn rocker.
Right. I mean, even if you didn't hear me say that, if I say Courtney Love, you'd be like, oh, she's fucked up.
She's crazy.
You know? She was in a band named Hole.
Hole.
Why would you name your band Hole? You're into some shit.
Because that's all she is a hole.
That's all she is a hole, man. A dark abyss.
Do you remember, because I think it was in that Soaked in Bleach documentary, that Il Duce guy?
Yeah.
Who fucking claimed that Courtney Love offered him money to kill him. That guy was a nut job too, though.
Yeah, he got killed. He got ran over by a fucking train, dude.
Yeah. Have you ever listened to his music?
No.
He has like just fucking blatantly racist bands.
No,
that's
I never
like just his thing.
I've never made that mistake again. You know why? Because the last time I let somebody introduce me to any fucking weird ass music, it was Charles Manson.
Charles Manson was a better musician than this Il Duce guy.
That's saying something, dude.
Like his fucking he had like fucking his lyrics were just garbage. It was so fucking stupid. Like I've listened to it a few times. It's just so bad. He's just so bad. And it's like, how do you get any kind of level of notoriety with just how bad you are?
It's because his claim to fame is claiming that he fucking killed Kurt Cobain.
Yeah.
That's why, man. What have we been doing?
He had a following before that, though. People like paid attention to him and listened to him because he said, I mean,
is it like the G.G. Allen kind of thing?
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
G.G. Allen had decent music sometimes, though.
Sometimes, yeah.
Like some of it was really, really bad, but some of it was actually like kind of fun punk rock music.
Right.
But it's the same level as that, though, but like way worse, just worse. Like. I can't think of the name of the fucking band. It's something stupid like just The Hated or something.
Don't do this, girl.
I'm doing it.
Oh my
I'm gonna play some of it.
Oh, good God.
I'll probably just look up Il Duce. And he looks like such white trash.
He is, dude.
Like he looks so like I don't know how else to describe it besides white trash.
Looks like he could have been in G.G. Allen's band. If G.G. Allen had a band. Did he have a band?
Yeah, what did they call themselves?
The Allens.
I was gonna say The Hated again.
G.G. Allen and The Hated.
I mean, it's something like that.
That would sound pretty cool.
Yeah, it didn't come up when I typed in Il Duce.
I knew it, dude. It's not meant to be.
Now I need to look up G.G. Allen.
All right.
Well, no, I just want to know what the name of his fucking band was.
G.G. Allen's alright. If you look up him, I don't want to listen to Il Duce. What does that
Hated
mean?
was the name of his documentary. God damn it.
How important do you think
Here's
you
a
are?
song called I'm Gonna Rape You.
Wow.
But it's shit like that. That's like what the shit that Il Duce made was just songs like that.
I mean,
The Murder Junkies. That was Gigi Allen's band.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I knew I had to fucking remember what that is.
Maybe he was trying to be Nirvana, dude. With Rape Me.
Oh, dude, he was before Nirvana.
El Duce?
No, I was talking about the Gigi Allen.
Oh, yeah.
It was like Kurt Cobain visited Gigi Allen in jail, and Gigi Allen like called him a pussy or something, or a faggot or something. Like he fucking, it was Kurt Cobain and, well, I think their bassist. I don't remember what his name
Chris
was.
Novoselic?
Yeah, I think it was those two visited Gigi Allen in jail and was like, we love you, we love what you're doing. We're musicians. And I think Gigi Allen just like went off on him, like, fuck you fucking faggots, get out of my fucking jail, like with shit like that, you know.
I could see that.
This Gigi Allen, he wasn't friendly with anybody, you know.
Nah, dude, he wasn't a friendly dude. I saw him on I saw an interview that he did on a fucking talk show.
Yeah, I think he was on Il Duce was too. I think they were both on Jerry Springer at one point.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch that Il Duce Jerry Springer?
No, I've never
Guar?
seen that. No. Guar? Oh, fucking. Come on, man.
Yeah, dude, because it was like the subject was like, is my kid listening to violent music or something like that? And the kid listened to Guar, but they had Il Duce and his band on, and he like, I'm pretty sure he came in dressed in like the KKK robes and shit.
Oh, great. Dude.
Yeah, and it was funny because they brought the kid out. And the kid right away, because they talked to Il Duce, then they talked to Guar, and Il Duce was just a douche, and Guar was just like, we're just having fun, man. Like, we're just trying to have fun making music. Everybody knows that we're just joking. Like, it's just a fucking joke.
Right.
And then the kid comes out, and the kid right away points at Il Duce, and he's like, I don't fucking like that guy. Like, I don't want anything to do with him or his music. I'm a Guar fan. This is like a 13-year-old kid.
Guar.
Have you ever been to a Guar concert?
I've never been to a Guar concert. I could gladly say that.
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever want to go to Guar.
Yeah, I heard they do some weird shit.
Yeah, they just like spray you with like condiments.
Yeah, I don't want condiments sprayed on me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't go to a concert to get sprayed with shit that I'm gonna have to clean off later.
Yeah, dude, I'd rather not go to a concert and be covered in fucking mustard or mayonnaise or some shit.
Yeah, I'll just watch the performance on fucking DVD. I'll watch you get sprayed with all that gross stuff. But they'll like spray you down with like ranch and be like, "This is semen." It's ketchup and be like, "This is blood." Blah.
Dill pickle relish.
I don't know what this is supposed to be.
I don't know what this is, but it's not good.
Yeah, that was never appealing to me. Everybody says it's a
dude.
great time though. Like everybody I've talked to that's been to a Guar show fucking loves it.
Word.
I think it's like the great. I mean, Cut.
You went to a lot of Guar shows.
Yeah, they
you?
used to go all the time, and I was always like, that's just weird. Like I don't want that.
I want to go to a show to fucking be at the show.
Yeah, I want to watch the performance.
Yeah, I want to watch the performance and not be covered in shit.
Yeah, they have their own performance. That's why I would never go see Gigi Allen either.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to get literal feces
shit.
thrown at me.
Or blood or semen, whatever the fuck he was throwing at you those days, dude. I think it was
he did the real shit. It wasn't just ranch dressing and ketchup.
Yeah, dude.
he took dumps on the stage.
Well, he died after a huge show of rubbing shit on himself.
Well, he didn't do the show because they found out that the rumor was that he was going to kill himself on stage.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so they were like, we can't let you go on if we think you're going to kill yourself on stage. We don't want that here. So they canceled the show, and he got like a video camera and was like running around the streets naked talking shit about the venue, and then he went up to his hotel room and killed himself because he was fucked up in the head.
And that is
that's the story of Gigi Allen.
That's fame.
Yeah,
that's fame.
Well, that's what he got famous doing, was just being that fucking dirty, gross motherfucker.
And that he fucking was, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. Part of me feels like I would get fucking suckered into going to a Gigi Allen show, though.
Oh, I definitely probably would have.
And then end up just having to run out and be like, oh, just get the shit off of me. It's just crazy that somebody like that is gonna like actually gains that kind of notoriety. Like that many people actually want to go
90s,
experience that.
90s, man. That was the time where a lot of fucking bands today would not get notoriety. Got it back then, dude. There's a lot of fucking like catchy jingles and shit like that got notoriety. Like bands that only had one hit.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude.
There was a lot of throwing shit at the wall in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like I think that was like the one hit era.
Look at Primus. You think Primus would be here today?
Thing is, they had more than one hit, man. People loved
Yeah.
Primus.
Primus was pretty fucking cool.
I don't like Primus at all.
I liked a lot of their stuff, man.
Yeah, a lot of people do. I mean, their bassist was really fucking good. That slap bass shit
that was
that he would
it,
do.
man. I think that was it for me. There's just the sound of the slap bass. Their songs, not so much.
Yeah, it's just too out there for me.
Yeah.
Like I like something I can sing along to and something that like actually like that I understand and that I get what you're talking about. Like I don't listen to like the presidents of the United States of America did not like that band because the shit that they would sing about was just stupid to me, and I was like, I can't relate to this. It doesn't mean anything to me.
Peaches
going to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches.
I thought She's Lump was pretty funny.
She's lump,
She's lump, she's in my head.
Yeah, I actually didn't mind that song. But then they had the opposable thumbs, opposable thumbs, opposable thumbs. I got one.
No effects, man.
That was one of the bands that that would be the reason why I'm not like a huge No Effects fan because of how much of their shit is nonsense.
Yeah.
But they are a band that put out a lot of like nonsense shit that I do really enjoy.
Yeah.
Like that Catching Z's album that just had like some songs were only like 3 seconds long and shit. Like I would listen to that album all the time. 'Cause there's like 44 tracks that are like the longest song is like 45 seconds. And like I would listen to that whole album all the time because that did just kind of make me giggle. Just the fact that they would do that. Like they have an interlude that was just like fuck the kids, fuck the kids. Like that shit is funny. But I would say it is one of the reasons why I was never like a diehard No Effects fan.
Yeah.
I just think they're good.
Out Come the Wolves or whatever. Is that an album by them? No, that's by Rancid.
Rancid.
What the fuck was that?
Wolves
and Wolves Clothing.
Yeah, Wolves and Wolves Clothing.
Yeah, that one was freaking cool.
Yeah, it had a couple of good songs on it, and they did have a lot of really great songs. Linoleum is a great song.
Word.
That song is fucking amazing.
Oh, what's that one song? It's funny how nothing seems much fun anymore to me now that I quit the drink. That one.
Nothing seems much fun anymore to me. Nothing seems
that was
much
fucking
fun
sick,
anymore to me. I don't know the name of it. I know what song you're talking about though.
Something about drinking. Yeah, dude.
Dude, that 90s punk, it just... I'm always going to be stuck. That's what I'm always going to be stuck with. Like, that's
the shit, dude. It doesn't get any better than that.
I don't even listen to shit like Slipknot or Mudvayne or Korn anymore. Like, that stuff is like, I've forgotten about that. That's like in my past now. Now it's like straight up like Rancid, Blink-182.
Yeah, dude. Blink, for sure.
Against Me, shit like that.
Yeah, dude.
And anything that was on the fucking first Tony Hawk Pro Skater album.
Yes.
I've been
old AFI shit.
Yeah, dude, I just heard this this old AFI song. Now I gotta fucking look it up because I can't think of the name of it.
The Boys Stole the World or some shit like that. It was good. Wasn't that on Tony Hawk? Once there was a boy who had a vibrant glow.
There was
someone took it from him.
But there's the song "No Cigar" by Millencolin. You know, it was one of the Tony Hawk songs. I can't think of how. I'll just fucking play it. I don't give a fuck.
Don't give one.
Yeah, once I play it, like it'll be like a second. You'll be like, oh, I know what song this is. You know the song, right?
Yeah.
You know what song it is, right? Tell us where you're from, what you want to become, and we'll say if you're okay.
I don't know if I remember that one.
You don't know the song?
No. Ooh.
Where did you go to school?
Who is this?
Millencolin.
Huh.
They have a few good songs. It's just like the old 90s punk rock, you know?
Yeah. You know what, man? This is why I like Rise Against so much.
Rise Against, I still fuck with Rise Against.
Because Rise Against is kind of like that, but he's got his own style of singing.
Yeah.
Fucking sick, dude.
It's unrecognizable.
Yeah.
Listen to this chorus. You don't know the song?
I don't remember it.
We care or not, I will ignore. I will ignore. Yeah, I'm surprised
That's
you
my
don't
kind of
remember
punk,
it.
dude.
But yeah, that's the stuff. Like this playlist is all I ever fucking listen to.
That's my kind of shit, dude. Like I always go through phases where I want to try out new things, and it never works. Never works, man. I always revert back to fucking 90s punk.
The same here. Like it'll work for a little bit.
Yeah.
Like I'll be like into it for a while, but after a while I'm gonna be like, I gotta go back to the same shit that I've always been listening to since I was a little fucking kid, basically.
I feel like my main problem is, man, like I'll find one song that I like, and try to find like bands like it or something like that.
Yeah.
And they never end up being that thing. And then I try to like more than that one song by the band, and I can't.
It's just like it's a weird thing where like it'll never be as good as that one song, or even like the first time you listen to that song.
Right.
It's almost like drugs.
Yes.
Like it's almost like drugs. It'll never be the same.
No,
I think
it
it's
won't.
this song, "He Who Laughs Last." This is the old school shit. This album came out in '96. Like, this is when AFI was cool as
Hell
shit.
yeah, dude.
Like, this is
before
before
their
the
emo bullshit.
Which I like the emo stuff.
I liked the album with Miss Murder on it.
Yeah, and Silver and Cold.
Silver and Cold was
It's
good.
a good song.
Love Like Winter was pretty good.
Yeah. I didn't listen to much after that, though.
No. Well, they just got really weird.
Emo. There's
Yeah.
no other way to describe it
Yeah.
besides emo. Like, I like I like a lot of emo music, but there's something about emo people that just bothers me. You know, like what
He straight up looked like the dude that sung "Spin Me Right Round."
Yeah. Well, like I will listen to I'll listen to the Used all day, but I don't really want to look at him.
No.
Like,
He's got a pretty fucking good voice, man, but
yeah.
just the Used in general, like their whole entire thing. I'd rather not look at any of that. I'd just rather listen to it.
Yeah, I'd rather just hear the music and enjoy the music.
Like, I don't want to see their album cover. I don't want to see the names of their songs.
It's always like a bleeding
to
heart with like a knife through it or something like that. And even some of their songs are just like the
titles.
The titles. They'll talk about like cutting their wrists in the songs.
Slit
and
my
stuff.
wrists,
I
please.
carved your name into my wrist. It's like, all right, buddy.
I burned myself alive. That's one. Or buried myself alive. Yeah.
I'm sure he said that he was going to burn himself alive more than once.
Oh, probably.
That's definitely something he said in the song, I'm sure.
So it just reminds me of Stewie when he was being emo. But for some reason that didn't come to my head. What came to my head was when he was doing the whole "Anybody want my shirt? I'll trade you my shirt for a grilled cheese."
Isn't that when he was at the festival?
Yeah.
It was like all fucked up. I haven't watched Family Guy in forever.
Me neither, dude.
Do they even still make new ones?
I have no idea. I don't even watch TV.
Right. I play video games a lot now.
Me too.
Like
I try to as much as possible.
Same here.
It's the only way to be, man.
I budget my fucking time with the video games just like I do with my work and grocery shopping and cleaning my house.
I feel like anymore I can't trouble myself with reality too much, so I disappear into video games to get away from it, man. Smoke some green.
You just play sports games usually, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I feel like I'm too angry of a person to do anything online.
Yeah,
I will
get
fucking
that.
rage on motherfuckers,
I
dude,
get
and
that.
I can't do it, man. I can't do it.
It's tough to play online, period. I'm not a big fan of online play anyway. Like
Everybody's so fucking good, man.
yeah, and I don't have like I don't play video games to even get good at them.
You have fun.
Yeah, like
Make
there's
up your own stories in your head and shit.
Yeah, like there's no desire for me to be the best at all in video games. That's why like I'll play video games for 6 hours straight and not do good at all. And I remember Steven would be like, "How do you play so much and not get any better?" And I'm just like, "I don't know. I don't really care about getting better."
Right. You're having fun.
Yeah, like I'm literally doing this to relax.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm focused on being the best at it, I'm not going to relax anymore, you know?
I can only relax if I'm playing with myself only. Yeah, that sounded fucked up. If I'm playing by myself, I'm fine. The two fucking people that always brought out the worst fucking competitiveness in me is Brad and Chad, dude. I could never play a fucking video game with them and not want to just fucking destroy them.
But it's easy to destroy them because they kind of suck.
Don't tell them that, though.
No, I tell them that all the time.
Don't tell them that, man, because then they'll be like, "Oh, I'm really fucking good. I'm going to show you how good I am."
Nah, dude. Dude, you can play... Dude, get on with Brad.
What are you playing,
every
though?
fucking 5 minutes. It's like, I'm just the worst person at this game. That's all it is. I just suck. I'm literally the worst person to ever play this game. That's the thing. That's all. Like, there's nothing I can do. I'm just the worst.
I wish they would have said that to me. I would have liked that. No, instead with me, they were always like, "I'm fucking better than you. I'm so much better than you."
Well, I think
even after I beat them.
I think you brought their competitive spirit out as much as they brought your competitive spirit out.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm not very fun to play video games with. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I'm not, dude. Like, I take everything very seriously. Like, my friends instantly become my enemies, man. It's like we didn't know each other at all. You're just my enemy.
It's you against me now, motherfucker.
Yeah, man. Dude, you know what I realized, bro? I've known you the longest.
Yeah, because you fucking used to eat lunch with us.
Yeah, dude.
Because you were in it was chorus, right?
Yeah.
So you guys took lunch with the 8th graders. When you were in 7th grade, you took lunch with the 8th graders because you did chorus instead of recess, wasn't it? Or something like that. Either way, I remember
instead of study hall or something like that.
Yeah, like
something.
Either way, like you guys had to eat lunch with the 8th graders rather than the 7th graders.
Yeah, dude.
It's you and Ty Rockwell.
Yeah, man. He's a funny motherfucker.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him forever either.
I haven't seen him in forever. Talked to him in forever.
I saw him at the beginning of the pandemic. Talked to him for like a second, but that was like one of those moments where we're both wearing masks. I feel like everybody knows who I am when I'm wearing a mask. I feel like I just got that shaped head and the glasses.
Hey, that's true.
The face in general, that people recognize me the second I see them. But when I see people and they're wearing a mask and all I see is their eyes, I'm like, is that Ty? Looks like Ty, but I don't want to go up to him and be like, "What's up, Ty?" Because if it's not Ty, I'm gonna feel like an asshole.
Be like, "No, I'm Pete." That's what I said. How's it going, man?
But that happened to me so many times. There was this I don't know if you remember Nikki Malik. She was in my grade. I don't know if you would remember her or not. But I hung out with her a few times after high school too.
Right.
You know, and I saw her at Wegmans one day. I think she takes care of because she's actually married to one of my friends.
Oh,
that makes sense. A guy that I met through work, and she's married to one of his friends, just coincidentally. And I saw her like 3 times in Wegmans, and we both made eye contact with each other like 3 times. And it was just like, is that her? It was just that same situation of like, I really don't want to just go up to her and be like, "Hey, what's up?" Because then that seems creepy.
Yeah.
Like, it was just, but then finally she just came up to me and was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "Oh, thank God it's you." Like, I was about to make an ass out of myself if that wasn't you. But that happened to me like quite a few times throughout the pandemic when everybody was still wearing masks and shit.
I don't feel like I'm that recognizable unless I have like short sleeves on. But once I talk, I'm pretty recognizable.
Yeah, the fucking tattoos though.
Yeah, the tattoos give it away every fucking time.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure Brad and Chad have that same issue.
Yeah, well they can't.
It's not really an issue, but
no, they asked for it.
Yeah.
Nah, man. What, they got hand tattoos, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, Chad's got neck tattoos and a face tattoo.
Yeah. Does Brad have neck tattoos now?
I don't believe so.
No.
I think he's still just arms and hands.
Oh, he does have his hands tattooed now?
I believe so.
That's cool.
I don't know. They're so tattooed. I don't pay that much attention to
Yeah,
where
right.
they are or what they are. I just know that they're there.
Dude,
you
I haven't
know?
gotten a new tattoo since I was 18, man.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't gotten one since I got the fucking horror movie one on my arm.
Word.
Yeah, that's been since I was still with Elmira Structures at the time, so it's got to be almost 10 years ago,
Yeah.
8, 9 years ago maybe. I want a new one though.
I do too, man. Badly.
Chad just posted one. He got a fucking like purple weed tattooed on his leg on 420, and it just looks so good. He got this. Ryan Goodrich did it,
Oh,
and
really?
that dude is sick. He
Yeah.
is such a good. He's such a talented tattoo artist. He's the one who did my fucking horror movie tattoo.
Word.
And it looks so good. I'm like, I just saw it, I was like, man, I really want a fucking tattoo.
I need
so
one
bad.
dude. I need this arm covered. This arm needs to be covered. I'm sick of it being the one that's not. It sucks. Feels incomplete. Shit.
Oops. But yeah, I wanted this whole arm to be just a whole horror movie sleeve.
That'd be sick.
That's what I really wanted. And like I had talked to Ryan about it and stuff, but then I quit Structures like right after that, so I didn't have money anymore.
Right.
That was like the brokest part of my life. Like I didn't have, literally working like 3 days a week and doing like odd jobs to fucking try and get by for months at a time because I hadn't started really gotten into the union yet, and
Right.
they were only calling me here and there. And
So you didn't know when your next paycheck was even coming.
no, never.
Yeah, dude, that's what I fell into, man. Like, I had a really good job. That's why I was getting the tattoos. I was at GTP,
Yeah,
and I was making bank there, dude. I just got out of high school.
yeah.
Like, I was fucking,
It was a good job.
yeah. And I fucked it all up because I was 19 and stupid.
Yeah, but you're doing all right now.
Oh, yeah, dude, I'm doing fucking awesome now, dude. Like, I could not ask to be doing any better than I am right now.
Yeah, like I mean, would you rather be doing what you're doing now or working at GTP? You know, that's kind of like that's how I look at it.
I mean, now I guess it's more complicated
Right.
because of the kid aspect of it.
Yeah, you do. You want want more money. Yeah, you want to be able to not have to worry about money
Yeah.
when it comes to your kids.
Yeah, but I mean, I would absolutely 100% choose ACS over that because it's quality of life. You know, becomes more of the importance
Yeah.
as you get older, man. You don't have you have very few years to enjoy yourself when you're being honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you got to spend so much of your time doing things that you don't necessarily want to do.
Right.
You got to go to work. There's
go to
nothing you
work.
can do. You got to fucking go. Nobody's just going to do everything for you. Nobody's
Right.
just going to give you money. Like,
Right.
you got to do something you got to contribute to the world.
Right.
You got
And
to
this
do
is-
some form of contribution.
And that's why that's an awesome place because I feel like I'm doing good. I like what I'm doing. You know, I don't stress it so much like I used to stress fucking going to Cummings Lumber, for instance, or fucking Masco or fucking Rhinones or some shit. I've worked at every fucking place, man.
Yeah.
But, you know, those places used to give me fucking stress to the max every fucking day I woke up because I just didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, I might not want to do it today or I might not want to wake up, but once I get there, I'm fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I haven't had a job that's been like that ever, so it's cool.
I mean, that was the union for me, doing stagehand work.
Word.
Like every day, like it was always something new, and I was always looking forward to it. I was always wanted to come to work. Like, well, I never
would be
turned down a
fucking cool.
gig. Never fucking. I always said yes, no matter what it was. I was like, yeah, I'll do it.
Right.
I don't know if I know how to do it, but if you need somebody, let me fucking know. I'll do it.
I'll figure it out.
I was happy every day, like excited to actually come to work and do something. Like, I was excited for what I was doing. You know, that's not. I felt the same way about like that you were just saying. With I was working
Right.
for Elmira Structures. I didn't care about it. It was just a paycheck. I hated it. Every time I opened my eyes, I was like, fuck, I got to do this again. But then working with as a stagehand, it was the opposite. Like I literally. There was definitely some nerve-wracking parts. Some nights I wouldn't sleep because I was nervous about how the next day would go.
Right.
But that was kind of almost not the not sleeping thing, but the nervousness was kind of a good thing. I was nervous because I was excited, you know?
That's awesome,
Like
dude.
I was excited for what was coming, and like it was it kept me awake sometimes, but at the same time, it was for good reason, you know?
Right.
And just being able to have that kind of attitude towards work of like waking up and being like, fuck yeah, let's go see what today has to offer.
Feels good.
You know what I mean?
Feels fucking good, man.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm at now, dude. Like, I've gotten through most of the fucking shit that I was worried about, you know? Got through fucking probation, which blew.
Yeah.
But, you know, it taught me a lot of fucking shit, man. Made me grow up quick.
Yeah.
Made me realize, you know, I needed to fucking straighten up, or could be where other people are right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it could be in jail.
Yeah.
Or dead.
I was close to that.
Even worse, you know?
You know? Yeah, dude. Blessed, man.
Hell yeah. Seems like Leanne's been really good for you, too. I don't really know her.
She's been awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Been awesome.
I'm kind of excited to be able to work with her.
Yeah, dude.
And get to know her.
Yeah, you get to know her. Fucking. She's boss at work, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you might get to boss her.
That's all right.
But, you know, they're pretty much the same person, but she could be more open outside of work. That's what's cool. Yeah, man, she's pretty awesome, man. She's taken to the kids, you know, made that a whole fucking hell of a lot better.
Yeah.
You know, and dealt with all my shit while I was going through it and stuff, man. Yeah, dude. It's been pretty awesome.
That's great.
That's one thing about my life I never thought was going to be good, was the relationships.
Right.
But, you know, now that I got that straightened out, man, life's going a lot better.
Yeah, you just had to find the right one.
Yeah, dude. I had to find the right one, and then I just had to freaking figure shit out with myself, you know?
Yeah.
Get that all straightened out, you know, and just learn.
Hell yeah. I'm glad you're doing better, man.
Thank you, man.
It's fucking great.
Appreciate that, dude. For real.
We've been going for like over 2 hours now.
Hell yeah?
Yeah. Want to call it?
Yeah, dude, I'm good.
All right. That was Everybody Podcast. I never introduced my buddy Alex over here.
Yeah. What's up, Alex Johns?
Is there anywhere that you want them to reach you? Social medias and whatnot?
I have none.
All right. I've got one. Instagram, Scruff the Pothead.
Scruff the Pothead.
Check it out. Check out our social media, Everybody Podcasts on Instagram. And like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Yeah.
That was Everybody Podcasts. Peace.
Later.